motherfuckers don't know the
That
spells.
spell
I'm
can't
not
hurt
gonna-
me
I'm
because
sure
I
as hell
can't
ain't gonna learn
read.
the spells. He says
Aren't
as
you
he's
the
Googling
DM?
flaming sphere.
That spell can't hurt me because I'm immune to fire damage.
That spell can't hurt me because I'll beat up the DM.
That spell very much can hurt me. I am weak.
I
Please
am
don't cast
quite
at me.
frail and scared.
It can jump up to 10 feet.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely flaming. sphere
Actually,
then.
just to be clear, it can jump across pits up to 10 feet wide, which means it's required to jump 15 feet to do that. So it can jump up to 15 feet.
Man, we need that. We need that ball on our basketball team.
That would be a
I'm
hard
sure
one.
we'd be fine.
Could you imagine D&D basketball? You've got a barbarian on
So-
your team, and suddenly he's just killing people.
It can jump 15 feet horizontally. Its clearance is 5 feet. So it can only go up 5 feet.
I mean, that's still a pretty impressive jump. I can't
Yeah.
jump 5 feet.
I can jump a child.
I've got like maybe a 2.5 foot vertical. I can maybe jump like a foot in the air.
I'm Mexican. I can jump.
Give me
over
half
stuff
a
pretty
foot.
well.
I can't remember the last time I tested how high I could jump, mainly because I don't want to trigger local seismic alarms.
I can't remember the last time Naska said something that didn't make me want to kick him off my podcast.
Hello and welcome to the
mean-
D&D podcast. Today we have Pathfinder.
This is your show. If we want to put Nazca in timeout, we can put Nazca in
Put
timeout.
me in the box. Put me in the naughty box, Tristan. Please.
Just
he
put the
won't.
dunce cap
Put me
on
in
his character. Put the dunce cap on his
No, we-
character.
We won't put him in the naughty box at all. We'll just server mute him and move on.
Dunce cap character done.
I'm gonna make a little dumb fuck
If you
juice,
server,
a
if you
carton,
server
like a little
mute,
juice carton. It's gonna say dumb fuck juice on it, and I'm gonna put it.
I'm gonna make
I'm gonna put it to
Roxanne
Naska's
drinking dumb fuck
character's
juice.
drinking.
I'm gonna make Roxanne drink the dumb fuck juice.
As long as it's your juice, I'm okay with it.
All right, time to advertise. Now that Naska's gotten that out of his system,
I am just waking up.
It's still in the VOD.
I'm
I'm
waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I slap my nuts.
Lucky.
Did you guys find a
Why do I do
spear
this
of
to
plus
myself?
one
Why do I-
somewhere? Where did that go?
It's
I'm
in
sure
my
I
notes.
probably threw
I'm
it
not
in
sure
a
where
river.
it is though.
Where did we put that?
Where did we
I
go
just-
now?
I'm looking at the stuff. I'm like, they have a spear of plus one. When did that happen? Yo.
I think we picked that up during the fight with the rocks and the other pirates.
You're right. You are right, gamers.
Which pants
I don't
did
think
I
we ever
put
did
this in?
anything with it, but we do have it.
Yo, you guys went to a shop last session, and it was funny because you decided to turn the shop into an adventure all its own.
What? Oh.
You're calling this a shop?
Yeah,
She didn't even sell anything.
you didn't ask.
Well, because she kicked us out before we could.
She wanted to talk to Bob first.
your peepers.
Yeah, once you guys are back, you can ask her if she sells anything.
Hey,
Can she sell the child?
hey, can you show me what you're selling? Yeah, just a bit. And then it opens up a display.
Display opens. You can trade with her now. I'd like to sell
It's
my
like
wares,
Fallout
please.
4.
Oh,
Hey,
I
what you
found it.
got? Yep, hold on. And then it just opens up.
She just walks over 5 feet to get behind her desk.
Another
I mean, we just gotta
settlement
make sure
needs
this
our
isn't
help.
like a needful thing shop where they'll give you the item, but you have to pay like.
I'll
an
take one of
unexpected
your
monthly price
peepers.
later.
I'll sell Rogue.
It's like an incorporated
I
version
don't
of a
want to
monthly
be
spa.
sold.
Almost guaranteed, your eyes are worth money to her.
I'll take one of your peepers. Man, can
Yeah,
I
that would
give
make
them
sense.
like other people's eyes?
I mean, Rogue. You're using your
Yeah,
eye.
you don't even need one of your
You don't
eyes.
even need one of your eyes. It's
You don't know I have that eye. I've never taken this off.
You switch eye patches almost every day.
You
I've
don't know
seen it.
that. I'm sure you
I
haven't
got-
noticed.
I've counted your iPad swapping sides maximum 52 times in one day. I
You
don't
don't
even
know
know why.
that.
Roxanne has like a notebook with like tallies of like when every time she spotted. She
Left
has like
eye, right
a
eye,
T
left
chart
eye, right
with
eye.
like left, right, and it's just like which eye it's on.
Kind of silly, really, when you think about it. Well, Twitch Paint is unofficial fan content created under the fan content policy. Not endorsed by Wizards of the Coast. Where's the rest of it?
At Wizards of the Coast LLC.
Not approved or endorsed by Wizards. Portions of the materials used are property of Wizards of the Coast. Copyright Wizards of the Coast LLC. Yeah, we did it! Hello, everybody! I'm the
Game is
Dungeon
done.
Did I
Master slash
accidentally
Dungeon
leave this
Daddy
on
this
Pathfinder?
evening.
1 second. Oh no, I left me on Pathfinder. Oh
See,
no.
I just have you
Why'd
listed
your
as
voice get all high?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just have you listed as Dungeon Master on my stream because I'm
The
not going down
universe
that road.
is run
Dungeon Daddy,
by
Dungeon
monsters.
Daddy,
There we
Dungeon
go.
Daddy.
We're set to the
Dungeon
right one this time.
The universe is run by
By
monsters.
lobsters.
Dungeon Daddy, Dungeon Daddy.
Anyway, Naska's frothing at the mouth again.
Lemonade. Lemonade. Lemonade.
Lemonade,
Lemonade,
crunchy ice,
lemonade,
beat it once,
lemonade,
beat it twice.
Lemonade. Lemonade.
I don't remember the rest
Lemonade.
Tegan has lost his mind. It may be a short session this evening.
He just kept chanting lemonade.
of it. I paused my. Wait, is that reference to the like that demon, like cursive meme?
Demon
Is that Lemon
cursive.
Demon?
I mean, it was a reference to something, but
Is that the ultimate
Completely
showdown of
wrong.
Ultimate Destiny?
no. Where the
I
fuck
mean,
did
honest.
Tegan, tell us about yourself.
when the fuck did I cut my finger? What the
Tegan, tell us
fuck?
about yourself. That's not what I asked.
I cut my finger and I don't know when. My nose was
Slap some
bleeding
du-
today.
Can I
Slap some
suckle on
masking
it?
tape on that bit.
I'm-
Tegan, did yours nose bleed randomly too today? Did we have
Was it the inside or the outside of the nose?
both.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fuck.
I got a nosebleed and then I scratched my nose and it started bleeding and I was like, I'm dying. I'm actually atrophying right now. I'm gonna die.
I am just desecrated. Okay.
Anyway,
Hello.
Naska, tell
I
us
am.
about your-
Hello. I am
Hello.
Rogue Blades. Your roguiest blades. I'm a rogue fighter. And you know I am small, and that's me. So next person.
Hi, I'm Naska. I paused my anime to be here. Am I wanting to
Wet-ass
watch
pizza.
it? Yes. Will I? Not until this is done. Hi, I'm Roxanne, and I like rocks.
Hi, I'm Czar Beefcake, playing Robert, Bob, Lynn, a bard warlock, and both in character and out of character. My life is perpetual suffering, and I willingly inflict this upon myself every week. Hello.
Welcome.
Awkward silence.
I mean, I feel like my energy level week to week for my introductions is consistent, but everybody else has a bit off this week.
Look, man, I'm trying my best here.
I would
I
rather be
feel-
watching my anime waifu right now, but the episode hasn't come out till
as every
tomorrow.
week is
She's so
as,
pretty and cute.
my
and
my
smart.
preliminary disclaimer as Naska cries about his animes.
His
My
waifus.
preliminary disclaimer, as all weeks, is there are lots of maps. They are not done. If you get to a part that's not done, I'll just tell you.
All right, let's find the not finished map adventure.
All right, I
That's
think
the
I know
whole
where
entire
there's some unfinished stuff. Follow
So
me.
this, just so
He
you're aware,
starts
this
putting
part
hot-
you guys are in, that you've been in for the last couple sessions, these sewers, this is a bunch of maps that I have put together because they all fit on one map, and it was way easier to put them on one map. The problem is I wasn't done with all of them, and I'm trying to connect them. So with that put together, I'm now kind of at this situation where, like, I'll work on one of them for a couple hours and be like, well, that doesn't get me anywhere towards what I need to have done for this week. But aside from that, I'm pretty sure you guys won't be able to get all the way through this whole thing this week. There's quite a bit of stuff for you guys to
Okay,
look
we got a
through.
speed run.
All right.
Nice
Nice meeting you,
Sprint the
Hag.
entire
We'll see
way
you.
through this.
All right, I grab it.
rejects.
I grab a chair
No.
and I try to run into a corner.
A spectator
To get out of
appears
bounds.
and he starts reviving statues and they start attacking you.
I
We
run
went on the other
directly
side.
into a corner until I phase through the wall and I'm able to travel through the world.
I jump and I back up at the same time in order to get the correct angle while going up the stairs to glitch through the boss door.
Roxanne just walks
Okay,
through
we're
the
doing
door.
today. We're speed hacking in real life. So you're gonna want to do is you go to these coordinates. You're gonna want to back up off this signpost, and now we're flying. Today we're gonna go to Tacoma. So
Did you know if you roll off your bed at a certain angle, you can glitch into the shower and save some time?
Did you know my bed's a bunk bed? So if I roll off of that, I'm falling
you
down.
die. You
I
go to a new
die.
dimension if you fall.
You
off
have to
your
be
bunk
careful
bed.
about where you put your last rest spot, because if you roll off the bunk bed, you do die instead of glitching into the shower.
Yeah.
Long story, I was not allowed to sleep on the top bunk as a child because I was so restless I would always roll off of it and hit the floor.
You know what? I feel that, because
That's fair.
I would
I would have
probably
to
do
sleep
the
on the
same.
top
That's
bunk.
One
bed.
time we
Brother
had a
was too
bunk bed
afraid.
that went until a foot from the ceiling. We got rid of this bunk bed pretty much instantly, but it went to the ceiling and it had no bars. It was just like a
Yo, just like you, Tristan.
You and
no
Tegan
bars.
shared a
no
bed.
bars.
Shared a bed. Oh my
No.
god! Shared a
Pulls out-
bed.
Pulls out Glock.
No, how could
Pulls out my
Take it
second
back.
Glock.
so wrong.
Pulls out my
Oh.
third Glock.
How do you have a third one? Which hand is holding it?
That's for me to know and you to find out when you die.
Jesus.
Exactly.
The third
Well,
one's
it's a-
held by his mullet, clearly.
It doesn't matter how many
It's got a
guns
mind
you
of its
have.
own.
I have my own katana. I can slice 1,000 bullets a second.
Apparently in what is it? EVE? What is it called? I Divine
Divine Down.
Cybermancy, that's it. You can apparently block the bullets with the swords. I didn't know this, and I still use the sword, so I just took the bullets while running at them.
Oh.
So yeah, I learned that from Orchestra
I think
Stream
it's
that
still
apparently you
normal.
can block the bullets.
You don't have to just accept your fate.
I just accepted that I would take damage and
No,
heal
no, you
myself
look
afterwards.
way cooler with the bullets passing by you. You inspires fear because they're like, this man is.
I've shot this guy 20 times. What the fuck?
You're right. I have this one meme of like this triplet in the army, and the commenter was like, "Oh my gosh, I shot that girl 12 times already."
Okay.
Are they all in the same like core?
Okay then. Okay. Well, what a rancid way to begin our
What time we have here?
I have way
It's
too
fine,
much
there's
anime
only-
on my mind
There's
right
only
now.
one person that consistently watches my streams, and I'm pretty sure they have us on mute. So
I'm weak.
Woo!
I'm
Hello,
weak. How you doing? Although
hi,
Orchis
I'm
might
Sherlock
watch.
Bones. I
Orchis and
make
Blue
Minecraft
watch.
content every now and then, and Hometopia videos.
Oh, speaking of which, you want to release a video tomorrow, Tegan?
Ooh,
I-
fuck! I still need to do the thumbnail. I forgot.
I have had it sitting there for a while.
I will make the thumbnail. I will try to make the thumbnail after
okay,
D&D.
gamers. Should we play D&D now?
I think so.
Yo,
okay, my energy
open
just came
RP.
back.
I
Whew.
said it. Now Naska has to stop talking. That's the rule.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
He won't
Don't
do
say
it though.
it.
Anyway,
Don't say it.
we're opening RP a second time because we
I'm
gotta
gonna
get the
open your
jitters
rib
out.
cage.
So, wow, I wasn't expecting Tegan to betray me there. Well, we when we last left off, you had, having made it into the sewers and discovered under the city of Marmalade a bit of a little cult building. You went through it and discovered that it had been destroyed. You met with a little rat that you learned from via Czar's ability to talk with animals that some goblins had come in and attacked the cult. You got trapped in a room. Kind of started to die, but managed to deal with it pretty soundly. That's not true. The rat's name was Ithup. You can't just make things up. Rogue, I'm sorry.
I've
Your
fought
whole
a
life
rat
might be
named
alive, and you
Senduk
can't-
before.
Okay. You made it out of the compound after having met a lawbearer Abner, who you just kind of let go despite him having some possible sketchy things going on. You let him go. Ain't seen from him since. You got attacked by a big frog creature. That was fun. And then you started going through the sewers, trying to find your way somewhere that would hopefully lead you down deeper, so you can get under a an adventurers guild. I don't know what to call, like an ancient religion building. You're trying to get under
We've been
it
under
to
here
an
for
ancient
so
A
long.
temple.
church?
I don't even remember what
A
we're doing here.
ziggurat?
There is an ancient temple beneath the city you are
I
trying to get to. It is
had
known as
no
the Divine
idea.
Gate. It is a temple to the religion of the Divine Gate.
I had no idea of this. I was just.
Is the
You are
person
pretty
who
sure
we
there's
pray
a
to
dude you're
called the
looking
Divine
for.
Gate?
No.
We kind of just were
It's-
forced underground, like forcibly. Like I don't
You guys
remember.
went here. You guys went here because Roxanne caused problems and you were hiding out. But you kind of also you had a lead that led you down here looking for one Bo Davies, who is a famous bard character. Who,
We
upon
honestly
you
just
sneaking
kind of just
down,
got forced down here.
you say forced. I say you went willingly. With no
Railroading.
Gaslighting,
with no gaslighting, no railroading, no force at all.
gatekeeping. Actually, no,
With
that's
that in
wrong.
mind,
If there was a
as you
gate, Rogue
search-
would have unlocked it.
As you searched for signs of these goblins, you found a strange portal in the wall, which led you to the Watchmother's Garden. A strange little place, which you very randomly deduced, I guess would be arcanically deduced, via a couple of you being pretty good with magic. Figured out you were in the Shadowfell.
The
You
shadow
saw
realm.
you saw a big hut in the distance. You approached it and were greeted by the Watchmother, this lanky, strange, oblong creature, which you'd suspect is a hag. And she animated a little doll creature into a daughter and sent it along with Rogue Blades and Roxanne out into the garden, where they are playing with a gray render that they're not really sure how sketched that is. And then Bob, you spoke with the Watchmother about her desire to learn more about and remove the apparent magical defenses from a person who had been hanging out with Bo Davies for a while. A person who, for some reason, she is unable to see or otherwise learn anything about. She showed you she tried to make an agreement with you that if you could get information about this person and possibly remove this magical barrier, you could gain some knowledge that she is preparing about a book which will allow you to increase your charisma. And then Rogue Blades and Roxanne, while playing with the daughter of this Watchmother, Madrasa, the daughter, Roxanne had cast See Invisibility and revealed the rather creepiness to the scene. These large stone stalactites with strange fungus growing on them, almost looking like trees, were actually harvesting the spirits of creatures, mostly humanoid, that had been anchored to these spires. And Madrasa herself, the little girl, seemed to have some sort of creature growing out of a scar on her like neck and back.
But
No, not there. Neck and back area. And you fought with Roxanne fought with herself about whether or not she wanted to kidnap this little girl to save her from this situation. While Rogue ran around, running from this gray render as he, this behemoth of a beast, this large gray, almost like bear creature with 6 eyes, chasing you around, playing tag. So as we return, I'd say Roxanne, as you kind of make this discovery, this eerie, I'd say, I'm not sure exactly how Roxanne would react to it. How would you say? What sort of a does Roxanne have like
Oh,
a
that's the name of the
What sort
anime.
of
auditory
expletives would you
reaction?
use?
Yeah, do you react? How does Roxanne react to this realization, this sight of this morbid scene around her?
Okay. What? Sorry, I was adding an anime
She
to watch
watches
my list.
anime.
I was adding an
Roxanne
anime to
watches
my list.
anime. That's what she does.
The eerie scene of like all the skeletons inside the
So,
icicles.
um, so there are these stalagmites on the ground that are kind of growing up, and on them there are these funguses growing almost like tree-like structures on the tops of these stalagmites, and there are these anchored spirits to these that you can only see because you can now see into the ethereal plane. These anchored spirits that are being fed upon by that fungus. You can see like their essence being channeled into the fungus, and you can then see on Madrasa this little girl, pale, kind of slightly elongated features, almost wooden doll-like in her essence, and you'd recall she had been a wooden doll before you'd gotten here, apparently, and she'd been transformed into this little girl physical form by the Watch Mother and sent to show you guys around. You saw on her, she has this scar on her neck that's visible, that there's some sort of like strange skeletal creature growing out of it.
And I can't tell what this creature is.
I believe I had let you know she's some. You think it's some sort of. It's like a. I think the way I described it from your check was she's like a cocoon, and it's like the caterpillar turning into a butterfly inside her. I think that's
Mm.
how kind of I described it before.
Hmm.
How does Roxanne feel about that situation? I also believe you have a one rogue blades charging at you in Madrasa right now.
I'm sure
Well,
cure
he was
wounds will
trying.
fix that.
I give
Yeah,
her a health potion.
I chuck a rock at her, a
I
healing
cast
rock.
cure disease. That cures all disease, DM.
Depression is a
Yeah.
disease.
Well,
It's a disease of the mind.
the silent killer, if you will.
Yeah.
That's alcoholism.
Okay.
It's a lot of things, Tegan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm flying up in the air. Like
Roxanne, you kind of fly away. Do you have
I've
any
been
visible
flying.
reaction to the morbidity of the situation around you suddenly revealed?
Probably just a calm expression of like what, and I probably like just
Roxanne is investigating.
yeah. Actually, yeah, I would like
Okay.
to go up to the stalagmite and look.
Okay, so you head over to the stalagmites. Rogue Blades, you are currently chasing around now as Madrasa probably begins running away from you, still in this game of tag. The Gray Render has, I believe, relatively recently, taken off running as it tagged you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's more or less out of vision. You don't think it's too far away, but it's kind of hard to see more than like 100 feet or so away, and it kind of gets hazy past about 60 feet. It's not like it's pitch black here, but it's like the light is just kind of ambient and just dim everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Be careful what's going
Well, I'm
against
going to do my
Roxanne.
You-
saunter jog towards Madrasa.
okay, she runs away, um, at basically full speed for her. You can either catch up with her or not. you're
I'll
quite a bit
keep it
faster
even
than
for
her.
now. Let's see how this goes. I'm
Okay.
trying to buy some time
keep the
for
jog
the other two
even.
party members.
Okay, you keep the jog even. Roxanne, you kind of head over and begin inspecting stuff around here.
Yeah.
I think it actually might be a good idea to head back to Bob around now
I'm doing
as
stuff. Yes.
this sort of game happens. Uh, with that in mind, back in the hut, Bob, as you are kind of currently standing in the middle of this hut, a large table before you, this strange oblong creature of a woman, this just this sallow face again, these kind of long limbs that stretch much further than you'd expect them to, even when she stretches out.
Mm-hmm.
This creature that you had suspected could easily be a hag or um some other strange fey or otherwise magical creature akin to a hag.
What did we
Perhaps
say about
per-
making deals with
perhaps a hag of a little bit more power than your average one that you might have read about in storybooks or otherwise. As she is currently in this mostly dark room, just this light, this blue kind of hazy light suffusing the room. Around you again, the room is just this big, circular kind of hut almost on the inside that kind of ends in this big cone. And along all of it, at angles that don't make sense, and the gravity for some reason just holds everything in place. Just these shelves and drawers lining every wall, just covered in little knickknacks, baubles, and things.
Bobbles.
And in the middle of this room, standing with you, performing this spell, the Watch Mother, kind of humming to herself quietly for a moment. You can see there's a moment where she kind of turns her head as if she's distressed for some reason, but nothing. She doesn't respond to you or anything, and she goes back in a matter of seconds back to just this low humming as she concentrates on this spell. You can see there are some strips of looks like ivory or something like that lined out in front of her, which kind of one after another, excuse me, one after another, like fold up and like curl and turn into just these like hard structures, just kind of sitting in front of her. And as they all curl up, she's kind of just breathing in and breathing out, almost like there's this incense coming out of her nostrils, almost just this faint smoke that kind of starts to curl into the floor of the room as I accidentally clip my microphone.
Hello
Flip
and
mic.
welcome to watchmother.com. Today we're counting down the top 10 adventures I want to kill.
You can see her eyes closed for a bit until finally, a few minutes go by, her eyes open again. Just these sunken in, sallow, dark eyes peer at you, and she says, I know of a few of these books now. I believe the information could be provided should you succeed.
Bob will smile and nod and say, well, I'll certainly make best efforts toward succeeding then.
Yeah. And perhaps some things might help you. I do run a bit of a shop. Not all of my supplies are currently with me, but from what I have here, you could peruse. Now that our deal is struck of sorts, if you'd like to invite your friends back, we could as well.
Oh, fantastic. So Bob will toddle over the door, open it up, lean out of it, and shout at the top of his lungs, Rogue! Roxanne! Come back now.
Stalagmite is
Okay,
stalagmite means
Rogue and
that it
Roxanne,
stands
about
mighty.
pretty close to the time that you guys are doing this, you'd probably hear that. Maybe a
The-
couple more seconds had gone
The
by.
moment
Um,
Rogue hears Rogue with a kind of pause after it, he just takes off running towards the building as he assumes the worst. He assumes this hag has done something and he is running like sword suddenly in hand, ready to fucking go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be running away.
Okay. Rogue's gone. He's out of here.
Rogue's ready to
Run.
kill.
They run for the
Rogue
door. I run for the
is
door right
no, Rogue is out of chill at this point. Chill has gotten
Rogue
people
is
killed.
Rogue, you take off running in the opposite direction of where Madrasa is currently running. You can see she kind of stops after a couple seconds. She does hear that echo of you two being called in, and eventually you see out of the
Bob
corner
just
of your
starts
eye, Rogue,
playing
you
the
do see
bagpipe. You can hear
the
the calling.
render come up behind as well, and she kind of climbs up onto its back. And it looks like they begin to like it almost like starts rolling around, just like balancing her so that she is not crushed despite like being close to it every couple of seconds as you're taking off running the other direction. Roxanne, you also hear this. You see out of the corner of your eye Rogue take off, like turn on a dime and take off running backwards, back towards the.
Like instead of the jog
Stalagmite
he was
means
doing
that it
before,
stands
like full
mighty.
90 feet a second. Fucking
Stalactites are still hold tight.
What's your question again, Roxanne? Sorry.
That wasn't a question; it was a statement.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. You and Tegan, the first half of yours was obscured by
Sorry.
Tegan
Stalagmites
talking, which is
stand
okay. 'Cause,
mighty. Stalactites hold tighty.
yeah, stalagmites are like mites. They're on the ground. Stalactites are the other ones. They're on the ceiling.
what about
Yeah.
ceiling mites?
Those don't
Yeah.
exist.
No, they do in Australia.
Oh yeah, down under.
Oh dear. Well,
I guess Roxanne will hear that and head back as well.
here, Roxanne, you begin to head back as well. Rogue, you kind of get pretty quickly. It only takes like a round and a half for you to get fully within vision of this the hut. You see Bob peering out the door.
What's going on? What's happening?
Oh, I just saying you guys can come back now. This place is apparently a shop, so we can browse their inventory.
Rogue, taking a little while to stop because he's going so quickly, kind of puts his heels out and pumps on the brakes and just heave-hoing air is just like,
Roxanne flies into the
I-
back of Rogue.
I thought something.
What?
There's all this space, and you hit him anyway.
I thought we were rushing back. I was heading towards the door. You were right in the way.
You're both like 90 feet from the door right now.
Well,
I was
Let's
falling
go.
directly behind his path.
Rogue
Well-
gets up and just starts walking towards the door. Rogue is tired. Rogue has done a lot of running.
The skin bear chased you.
I was
That
chased
was a
by the
lot.
Grey Renderer.
I really don't like you calling the Grey Render a skin bear.
He was
I don't
going to
know.
rend
It's
my
like a
flesh.
skinwalker took over a bear. They're terrifying, dog.
Can I get a skinless bear, Walker?
No.
No.
I'm not allowing that.
Bob
pet,
and I
yeah.
Bob and I are both done with done with Naska asking for skinless bear walkers now.
It was the
What about
first time and the
skinless
last
bear
time.
huggers.
I've decided that Naska can't use the shop.
Nothing skinless, okay? Just bring
Well,
home
you all-
normal
the three of
pets
you go
for
back into the
once.
shop.
What
The
about
three of you go
boneless?
back-
No
go back into the
slimes.
shop. There are quite a few items to buy. So to save time,
Do you have a shopping list?
she does explain what they are, but I have a list of the items.
Roxanne can go shopping?
Time to go shopping.
So,
Come on,
yes,
get in your car. We're going
also-
shopping.
I'll go ahead and put those in the chat.
I have been sent to the
Oh, there's a
Netherverse.
gelatinous cube somewhere.
I have been
There
sent
is.
to the
Somewhere about
I
Netherverse.
there.
know.
Somewhere
I don't
about
know why
there.
he said it.
Where are
but-
we? Where are we? Oh, no.
Hold
We
on,
got
sorry.
sent to the
Let me
Netherverse
just-
Wait, I think
to a
if
gelatinous
I type
cube.
something, it might
Has
bring you
everyone
to
else-
us.
Thank you. Thank you very
Come up
very
here.
much. Thank you.
No. Come over here.
Is this
Down
better?
here. Everybody
No.
at this level.
No, here.
Okay, now I'm talking. Okay, so okay, stop.
All right, guys. There's spell scrolls. Let's.
So there are some
Let's
spell
chill.
scrolls. Yeah, it's hard to send. It's hard to send the list.
Soul Cage, Primordial Ward, Modify Memory, False Life, Sanctuary, Invisibility. That's a deal on that Sanctuary spell. Healing, Greater Healing, and Mind Reading potions.
And then
Wait, what? How much is spell scrolls?
Those
the
are
spell
the spell
scrolls-
scrolls.
No. They had like the name of the item, and then that afterward,
So it's a
item
Soul
spell
Cage spell
scroll.
scrolls.
No, the item spell scrolls doesn't have them.
How much can
afterward.
I buy all the spell scrolls for? Actually, that'd be about
So,
1,
she
2,
has-
3, 150,
So she's
75,
got some spell
225,
scrolls.
and then 500 makes
Um,
that 750.
She's got some
3,725.
potions, and then she's got some extra items at the bottom as well.
What is a robe
you
of
would notice.
eyes?
What is a robe of eyes? It is
I'm
a
gonna-
bright red robe covered in eyes.
You know what?
Did she
Kind
explain what it
of
does?
self-explanatory, actually.
Yeah, you're welcome to look them up if you want to know the specifics, or I can currently also be looking them up while you are, if you're.
A lot of those are like self-explanatory. You stole them from Baldur's Gate.
I can't believe it.
You stole those from Baldur's. Oh, rocks fall.
Oh, so this is just everything that
a certain elf boy has.
a certain
but
elf
forever.
boy wanted to have.
I mean, I have the
Yeah,
other
it's
half.
almost
and
like
you-
a rare item that requires attunement and has downsides. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's actually out of my price range.
It's not
I
out of
think-
my price range.
Also, you would say, as Bob kind of looks at stuff and notices some stuff that's out of his price range, she does mention, I am a little low on supply. I can give 1,000 gold pieces for one of your oculars, or 3,000 for two if they're from the same person.
I feel like we need our eyes though.
I will keep that in mind.
You get the feeling some of
Ah.
your eyes have come from this deal, given to some people, 1,000 gold pieces for an eye might be more than they'll see in quite a long time.
Yeah. My issue is that, let's see, ability checks and saving throws only. Skill checks are not ability checks, though.
They are.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
fuck, I'm
Skill
not
checks are
looking at that.
specifically what ability checks are.
What is this?
What thing are you looking at?
Ability.
Stone of Good Luck.
Technically,
yes, yes.
ability checks are checks made directly from the ability score,
Stone
and
of
skill
Good
checks
Luck.
are checks made directly from the skill.
No. Well, yes and no.
Technically, skill checks are ability checks because they're made using the
Skill checks
ability
are
as
an
well.
ability check. Yeah. So when you ask for a skill check, right? A skill check is anything you either are or are not proficient in. So in other words, a skill check is an ability check plus your skill.
So
if you're
time of
proficient, you can
opening
get-
is just rogue.
Well, it's not just rogue because it's guaranteed, but
Yeah, so it's just rogue.
The hide of poison resistance, what is it hiding from?
it's hide
Alright,
armor.
anyway.
Okay.
I'm actually going to unattune from my studded leather, I think, and pick up the Stone of Good Luck.
Stone.
Can I wear both a robe and a cloak?
No.
Robe of Eyes is out for me, guys.
So, hold on a minute. Let me go back to my D&D Beyond sheet so I can make sure.
Can
to
I
fill
make
that one
healing
there.
potions for less than what they cost?
Yes and no. I believe there's some herbalism like feats and stuff that allow you to make them for a certain amount. Otherwise, it's just you have to find the supplies for a healing potion and make it, which could cost any amount, depending on how much of the supplies you need to find.
Ah,
Yeah, the Stone of Good Luck is just too much to pass up, really.
what
I
is
was
Sanctuary?
I was thinking Stone of Good Luck as
Sanctuary,
well.
I
but if
believe, is
you're
a
wanting
first
it,
level
go
spell.
right
It's a
ahead.
bonus action. Be aware of the spell scrolls.
Do remember,
So
Stone of
spell
Good Luck
scrolls-
is attunement.
Do you have a free attunement slot, Tegan?
I do.
Then you should probably take it
Wait,
instead of
and
that.
that's 3 false life scrolls, or is that?
Who's taking what?
I be taking the Stone of Good Luck. Here is ye 50 platinum pieces.
200, 500. That would,
Sound good?
and is that 3 false life scrolls?
Thank you. You get what?
Is that
So
3
it's-
false life scrolls?
Yeah, they're 50 gold pieces each. 3
Yeah.
false life scrolls. She has 3 of those.
Hmm.
So remember, a scroll can only be used once unless you're a wizard and you can write it down. That uses up the scroll to write it down, but then you can cast it, as many times per day as you normally could.
Yeah, like
if
Baldur's
you
Gate.
already know the spell scroll, if you already know the spell, it is not a problem to cast it. You just instantly succeed and cast it. If you don't already know the spell, then you make a check, which is going to be, depending on how good you are at spellcasting, I'd say the check would either be a DC 8 plus the spell's level, or a DC 10 plus the spell's level. Yeah. To cast it.
Okay.
If you fail hard enough, the spell scroll is wasted. Otherwise, it just doesn't work.
Oh. Okay. So 150. Besides the top 3, I'm looking to 150, 650, 725 would be for all the bottom ones that are cheap. I don't know if you guys want Roxanne to have a spell scroll of modify memory.
I mean, probably not, but we also can't stop you from buying it.
Well, no, I mean, I don't have. I had spent all my money on most of my money on the
This
cannon
Stone of
pieces.
Good Luck means
Okay.
I won't have a minus to my strength saving throws. That's perfect. How do I add the
Good.
Stone of Good Luck to my character sheet
So you'll
here?
want to add it to,
I added
Roxanne
it
wouldn't
to
care
Beyond.
about
Beyond.
spell scrolls. She just wants to
and
get
then
her
once
gun.
once we have all the items properly between people, we can update the character sheets on here using the D&D Beyond.
Okay. Then
I'll
take
say
out
I'm
the
not gonna lie, that robe of eyes is real fucking tempting, but
It
also
is.
like I don't want to give up one of my eyes. So-
If you
For
need
enough
some
money.
extra money, I can help you out, dog.
Dog.
See, the
you
thing
bought
is,
me
I'm
the
wondering-
Stone of Good Luck, dog. I could get in on that.
How much you need?
See, I would need basically 1,000 gold to not be completely destitute.
I mean, yeah, I can give you 100 platinum.
Oh man. Then
Roxanne wouldn't care
if I
about this.
unattune my armor, do I still get to wear it and get the properties of studded leather?
Yes, you just don't have the extra stuff. You can still
just
wear
have
the
the
studded
gold
leather,
piece.
you just wouldn't have
Okay.
the resistance.
All right, that's fine. What do you guys think? Do you think it's worth the expense? Like,
I mean, it does let you never be like surprised. You get constant like perception. You can't close your eyes.
I would point
You're
out
already
to,
going crazy,
to the
so
magically inclined like Roxanne and Bob, both of you would pretty quickly see as you're looking over these prices. These are very good prices for
Yeah.
items.
to be fair,
that's
a
why
robe
I'm
of eyes
tempted,
would be like 5K more probably on any other shop.
yeah. So, because even if I do
How
get
much for the
affected
child?
by the blind spell or the blind thing, like I'm pretty sure I can hit those DCs.
We'll
pretty
deal with
reasonably.
Roxanne's once we're done buying and selling.
I
as opposed
thought
to
you were going
Roxanne's
to start up a
genuinely asking about the
combat.
child.
Well, I wouldn't probably ask like how much for the child. That was more me saying, but she would
Okay.
definitely want to ask about that.
You
want
to bring the child with you?
I'm just wondering who she is. She seems lonely like me once was.
Madrasa is my daughter.
My daughter.
Oh,
Fucking give me the
Madraster.
100 platinum.
what's the
Give me
scar on
100
her
platinum,
back?
rogue.
Oh,
No
she's
problem. It comes from the platinum coins anyway. I have no concept of
appreciate it.
money.
I mean,
It-
I've gotten giant slashes like that before, and I just took like an 8-hour nap, and it just went away.
She is growing quite quickly. Her form could be a bit unstable.
That has
Awkward
no
silence.
information.
Mm,
She's growing quite
mm,
quickly.
mm.
So
Wake up.
is she like a hermit crab
Wake
where
up.
she's gonna need to find a new shell soon?
Something like that, you could say.
Oh,
More like that you could even imagine.
I just feel bad for her because she looks
What
a
is the
little bit
information
lonely.
worth to you?
I just feel bad for her because she looks lonely.
You are rather easy to keep track of. Are you suggesting a field trip?
Wait, her come with us?
Perhaps.
That would be fun. I could show Madrasa. I could get her some cute outfits. Oh, and take her on a
If you
shopping
could
trip.
keep her safe, perhaps it would be good for you as well, child.
I honestly don't know my age range compared to other elves. 'Cause I haven't really met too many other elves. But if I'm a child, then I'm a child. If not, if I'm a almost if I'm an old person, I'm an old person. But that's fine.
She kind of chuckles to herself. What do the others say? She kind of looks at
Can we
Rogue
bring
and
her
Bob.
along, please? Look at her. I promise I'll be good.
Aye, the more the merrier.
Just as a just to ask the question, do we really think that a pirate ship is the best environment for a small child?
Roxanne's
She'll
here.
be. Rogue's here.
Roxanne's 900 years old.
727.
727 years old.
and counting.
Yes.
Uh,
Although I don't remember my birthday, and I probably figure that out.
we've got the. How old is the other ship? How old are them? The trees.
Really, you want to leave her with the tree?
No,
goat
I'm
that
just
is
wondering.
advised?
I was trying to think of what like the ages
Is
on the
Madrasa
ship
here?
is, and like I don't know the
You-
age of half
As
of
you
our
kind of look around
pirates.
for Madrasa, you can see the watch mother. She closes her eyes for a second. You hear a bounding, and then the front door swings open, and Madrasa comes in. Yeah, yes, mother.
Well, did their mother say anything? Because she said
She
yes,
kind of
mother
goes,
first.
Madrasa, dearest. These three are asking. Well, mostly this one. She gestures to Roxanne. Is asking if you would like to attend with them on a bit of a field trip. Perhaps get your chores done while you're out?
Oh, what's your chores? We could probably help you with those.
Madrasa kind of says forward. She goes, well, we do a bunch of stuff here. We've got to make sure that all of the souls are kept at bay and at rest so that they don't get out of hand
Soul
and
fighter.
get out of here.
Keep the souls
And,
in. Writing that down.
Yeah, they can escape. You got to go by graveyards sometimes and check them out and make sure that they're safe.
Okay.
They're not haunted, you know.
So we bring Madrasas to graveyards. That's fine.
I mean, aren't we in a graveyard like outside
Yes,
of the?
Madrasa the
portal?
Exorcist.
Would you like to join us?
You would
on,
get
on our
Bob,
on this?
Bob and Roxanne. Well, who's proficient in religion?
Technically, I'm half proficient in everything.
Yeah, so Bob might quickly from that kind of response realize that she genuinely is describing like exorcisms. Like the it seems like this might be kind of a thing that her and her mother travel around and do.
Steal souls.
Yeah. Like like they steal lost souls that are wandering around graveyards or other places
Oh,
and put them to
that's,
rest via, capturing them.
In
that's actually kind
jars.
of a net good, honestly.
Do
Like,
do 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 do
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what they're doing with them, and you
That's not my
my
responsibility.
dresser.
I'll help her. Look at her madrasa. She's so cute. I think I have an idea for an cute outfit for her.
do
the
not.
good side is they're getting ghosts that would otherwise be like haunting and killing people. The bad side is what are they doing with them?
What do you need the ghosts
Yeah.
for? What are you doing to the
Ultimately,
ghosts?
Bob's kind of under the thought of this might just balance out, but also, do we want how old is this child again? Like appearance wise?
She looks like she is no older than 10.
Do we want a 10-year-old girl on a pirate ship?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
I mean,
Don't ask
yeah.
me that question.
What's
Because
the
there's
best?
a lot of bad things to say.
What's the best case scenario and that we can make come true?
Best case scenario, we make Captain Allie super uncomfortable and also potentially exercise a bunch of ghosts.
I don't see no downside.
Yeah.
So that's the best case scenario.
I could also teach her some cool math stuff and
I mean, are we going directly back to the ship?
Probably. We still haven't asked when we're leaving.
No, you guys went. Well, okay, that's a good point. Well, yes and no. You guys were back at the ship earlier. You're not exactly certain when you're leaving, but you did speak with Silent Steve.
Oh yeah, there was that fiasco.
All right, here's the thing. Would she be able to meet us at the ship at a later time because we have to continue going through these sewers to find a temple first? I feel like the sewers might be a bit dangerous for her.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Could I get all of the healing potions? The 7 healing and the 1 greater
In the
healing?
background, could I get the healing potions? Yeah, you
I could I get all of the healing potions, all of them?
Yeah, I guess that is a fair point. Would
So
she be
that's
able to
350.
meet us at the ship when we get there? That's just asking the.
Yeah,
I want to say
Perhaps.
brood mother,
the watch mother.
the watch
Hello
mother.
and welcome back to watchmother.com.
Would I have
If
to worry
you're-
about her scar opening up, and if so, how would I deal with it? Can you give me like a list of like what she likes and don't likes to eat?
If she eats something too spicy, she does transform into a kaiju and kill the whole world.
Okay. Then we'll use that as a
No,
last
it's-
That
effort.
might be an issue.
No. She's not a kaiju. She's no, there's nothing.
Does she have
it's
any
not-
allergies?
No, she's a ghost eater, guys.
Do we just have to feed her ghost?
She eats ghosts. Happens sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta nibble on a couple
Actually,
ghosts.
that kind of makes sense because we kill a lot of shit at sea and we give the bodies to the ship. We can give the ghosts to the girl.
Yeah, it's like
Oh yeah,
it's a complete and total system then.
we're economical.
We literally use every
environmental.
part of the animal at that point.
Yeah,
From body to soul.
yeah. We kill them. We take their loot. We give the bodies to the ship, and we give the souls to the girl.
This is like the most
This is the most fucked up thing I have ever heard.
what are you
and
talking
know
about? This
what?
is the most like you're allowed to do. Like you're
We
supposed to
use
use every part of the animal when
here.
taking a life. You have to respect it by using every
You
part
know
of the
the
animal,
feat. You
including
know the
the
feat
soul.
in Pathfinder, all of the animal. This is truly what it means.
Oh my
You must
God.
use every part of the
To
animal.
be fair, you're the one who put us in this position. You didn't have to have a child here.
I
You chose
put
to
the
do this.
soul eater in the game. You're not wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And you put
I
her as a
apologize.
child, a lonely child, to a lonely child
She's
herself.
the daughter of a hag. I don't know what you want.
I want her to be happy.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Wait,
Happy.
if we get her, can we also get the skinless bear? Now protect
I can't control that one. I can't speak to that one in my mind.
Oh dear lord.
That we'll
Show
see
up
if it follows us.
Oh dear lord.
What was his name again? I blank.
Was
I
that
don't
like
remember.
Teddy or something?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And
Teddy
if
the
Teddy
gray
wants to come
render.
along with her as well, that he's invited.
Along with me, with the gray render.
We show up with
and
like oh shoot.
peas.
What are like the two other people we have?
Jibble
just show up with
Job,
Jibble Job,
Shelby.
Calvin.
Teddy needs to stay here. If
Okay.
he enters the same plane as his mate, things could go awry.
Oh, that makes
Oh.
sense. I guess it is that time of the year.
That means that there's a gray render
Bob
on the prime material plane. I don't like
Bob
that. I
gives
don't like
Roxanne a
that.
what the fuck look when they say that makes sense.
That makes sense. It is that time of year. As like the spaced out eyes, like in like anime, gloss over her.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you
Well-
say,
Anyway.
Midori? Would you?
Also, just in case it wasn't clear, I did take the plunge and buy the robe of eyes, so I've got that now.
The
Yes.
eyes.
If you would you like to come with us and adventure on our ship for a bit? You won't be alone.
Kind of looks at the three of you, looks at her mom, looks back and nods.
All right, well, you'll need to meet us at the ship because we're in the sewers right now, and that's not going to change anytime soon, and it may be a bit dangerous. Unless you can handle yourself in a fight, but
Okay,
I mean, we could come back if the door
I
stays in
might
the
be
same
able
place.
to
We
do
could
stuff,
come
but
back.
if you want
and-
me to meet you later, she kind of flicks her wrist, and a little black stone appears in her between two of her fingers.
Stone.
It's a little black like marble,
Ooh, what a
and
pretty
she
stone.
holds it out for one of you to take.
Obviously, Roxanne's taking it. It's a shiny little stone.
yeah, there's
Okay.
no way in hell we could stop Roxanne from doing that.
Roxanne's rock.
What's such a pretty little stone?
Madrasa's rock. Just note somewhere in your inventory that you have that. You can,
Madrasa's rock.
She says, just crush that later when you wish to contact
Okay.
me.
All right. I probably spelled her name so wrong.
Medra.
I spelled her name so wrong. What is it?
Medrasa.
Medrssa?
ASA.
ASA. The first time I spelled it Midrossa.
Medorsa. Okay,
We're
so
gonna have so much fun.
robe of eyes,
I'm gonna need to get some
potions of healing.
fabric materials on the way.
Find anything
home.
else? What's your thoughts?
The Stone of Good Luck, Tegan bought that one.
Oh,
I
as
bought
well.
the Stone of Good Luck and all of the healing potions, and gave
Roxanne
Bob
does not care
100
about any of the
platinum.
any of the cells because she's happy. She's gonna- that she
Look,
got
if
that.
I were a more fucked up person, I would be all over those spell scrolls, Tristan. All over them. Absolutely.
that
Those are
modified
fantastic
memory.
spell scrolls for a person like Algernon.
Imagine modified memories in the hand.
All I
of
want
But I
is
can't
to
Roxanne.
raid
cast
somebody.
spells very well.
The level 1 spells aren't too hard for you.
I mean, maybe False Life, but at the same time, I can just one-shot things.
At False Life.
False Life is going to give me false hope.
False Life just gives you like up to 8 hit points, temporary hit points once.
Yeah, I died from one hit anyway, so it'll be fine.
Hit points aren't that low, are they?
Now you're gonna
I just
make
have
a
to not get
Madrasa
hit. I only
token.
have 53 hit points though, so.
I've got 59. We're not that
You
much
guys,
different.
I like that you're planning a heist and you didn't take a single one of the heist items.
I can go.
Oh, Bob hasn't
Invisible.
mentioned you're planning a heist.
Yeah, what? Wait, what heist? Voice in my
Hold
head,
on,
what?
we don't. First off, we don't know if it's a heist yet. I'm waiting for the location
true.
of these items, and we might be able to barter our way into getting them as opposed to like stealing them. However, if it becomes to it, we may end up doing the heist. At which point, we already have Rogue, who can become invisible and pick locks. I can become invisible for an hour because of Bear, and
It's
Yeah,
in the
Roxanne-
Temple of
And
Anti-Magic.
Roxanne can plant pipe bombs.
don't do that. That was not part of the plan last time. It would be part of the plan this time.
It wasn't part of the plan.
Look, there's
Roxanne
nothing we can do to
cause a
stop her.
distraction.
We
She
don't
can
need
cause
a
a distraction whether or not we need one.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't need
It's
a
gonna
distraction
ha-
last time. We got
It's
in, we
gonna
got out, it was
happen.
clean.
I've resigned myself to it.
Like, just because you don't have a role in the heist doesn't mean that you need to do something chaotic.
Roxanne plants a 2-ton
Perhaps if
bomb on
Roxanne wasn't so chaotic, they might have a place in the heist.
No,
Because
no,
they
no.
are.
There will always be a place in my heart.
Roxanne will go up and flirt with the guards. Yes.
I
Well,
can only imagine how that would go. That would be horrific.
So, how's the weather today?
So what
Did
are,
you
what are
read
your
that?
what are your feelings? Do you guys want any more items, or are you saying goodbye to the boys and returning to your sewer life?
Not goodbye. I'm
One
saying
second,
see
let
you
me take a
later.
look at that dust of disappearance.
I'm pretty sure.
It'll
It's
basically
just-
make an object or person invisible for 2 die 4 minutes. If it's a
Thought it was
creature that's invisible, if
2d8.
they attack or cast a spell, the invisibility ends.
Can't
Hmm.
you do it to like?
So it's basically an invisibility spell, but can be used on inanimate objects.
You can use the action to throw it into the air, and each creature and object within 10 feet of you becomes invisible for 2 to.
Oh shit! It's an AOE invisibility. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like
That's
Wait,
what I
does
was
it
looking
cause the
at,
ground to
actually.
turn invisible?
I wait for like a
Ground is
shit
not
ton
an
of people to
object,
get
but
around me, and
it's
then
stuff
I
you, like,
cast invisibility
prepare
and
in
run
the
away.
area.
And while they're trying to figure out where their hands have gone, I'm already stealing the gems.
Or it's like, if
Or
you guys
Roxanne
need
can
to
go
make a
up and
quick
just flirt with
escape
them.
or get a
Oh.
quick way into something, you can throw it on everyone once.
You know, with
and-
this robe of eyes, that might be super useful actually, because I can see invisible creatures.
I mean, you do have 1,000 gold still.
I mean, I know.
Mhm.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll get the dust of disappearance as well.
I'm going to
because-
grab that invisibility spell scroll because I think I can can I cast the invisibility spell scroll?
Do you know invisibility?
No, but I know greater
If not,
invisibility.
Roxanne can probably just cast it on you.
Anyone who is a prepared caster who has invisibility in their list or knows invisibility can cast it using the spell scroll for free. Otherwise, it's a check.
Actually, it'll
What kind of check is that? Acrobatics?
On a
Well-
check.
Damn, it's not really useful for me to get in there.
So at least the dust of disappearance is happening.
Yep.
Yep. Time of opening. Like if you want to buy that one for the guarantee.
But we have
It's
Rogue.
also at
I can
range,
just
too,
walk
but-
up to something and roll, and it'll be at plus 10 now, I think.
That's fair, but there's always the potential for that nat 1.
Where does the chime?
Then you
of
just
opening?
re-roll.
Is
Chime of
there-
opening's at range. I think that's the part.
But you
Is it
say
at
that
range?
now, Tegan? And
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to tempt the dice. I want to see what the dice gods do with me.
Peg
You can get something up to 120 feet away.
Oh, so we can like.
When would
open
I
up,
ever
like,
need to
the
open
Kraken
up
cage.
something so far away?
When we open up the Kraken
How hard
cage
to-
on the other
Who
ship.
knows?
See, here's the thing. Now that you said that, the heist that we have to do for this book is deliberately going to require that we unlock something 100.
The door is really high up now.
You know
I
what
just
I've
fly up there.
decided? I've decided that everything is going to be further away now.
We have to buy every single thing here or we fail the mission.
No, I just listen. You looked like you needed some stuff, so
I spent money finally. I got a
Roxanne spent
stone of
money on a
good luck.
cannon.
I'm good. I can
Yeah,
make every check now.
I bankrupted myself with a loan to get the Robe of Eyes. So,
I'd have all those spell scrolls.
I could
I
get
have
most of them.
3,400
they're like very
flat left.
very what would you call it? They're
Mhm.
very niche spells, but they're very high level for how low price they are.
Yeah, Modify Memory, Primordial Ward, and Soul Cage are insane. But I don't... But Rogue would have a problem using them. Specifically Modify Memory. I don't think that's Rogue's deal.
Oh, Roxanne.
Rogue
would-
doesn't modify people's memories. He stabs them in the
Roxanne-
throat.
At least
Roxanne
Rogue is,
would
like,
do-
honest about it. People attack him, he attacks back. That's all that goes on.
Yes, Roxanne.
Roxanne would cause so much greater evil with that, but she doesn't care about any of that because she gets Madrasa.
We get Madrasa on our team.
Yeah. What does Madrasa look like again?
A little girl.
Well, you're gonna have to get a token for her now.
Yeah. Do they got any easy ones? I wonder if they have the they probably don't have the humanoid tokens in this because it's just the base game. Nah. I'll find out later. One day. Could be like 8 sessions from now, so who the fuck knows? Anyway.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
just
How long
as
is it
like
gonna
a
be?
heads up, I feel like I might pass out.
You're a
I'm
sleepy
my eyes are
guy?
feeling extremely heavy, so
Yo, are you a
if
sleepy little guy?
I will go as long as I can.
we could
but
go.
We
We
could go
just
until
to
we
the
hear
end
a
of the
thud.
hour.
soon.
We could go to the end of the hour instead of 2 more hours.
We
Yeah,
can go until we hear
let's end
a
off
thud
in
from
like
Keegan's
50
microphone.
minutes. Yeah, or if my
Yeah.
head hits the floor, then I'm dead.
I was
If
saying,
you
if, you're,
hear-
if you feel like your head's gonna hit the floor, let's just end at that point. Like we don't have to hold you. to the
Shopping
50
episode?
Shopping
No, no.
episode.
No, it has to be until it hits the.
We could
we need the
decide.
content.
We could get out of
If you
here.
guys want to wander the sewers a little
We could
bit
wander
more.
the sewers a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
And fight a beast.
Okay, do you say
All
you
I
say
gotta
goodbye
do
to
is make
Madrasa
some-
and
We say I say see her later.
See you
Madrasa
see you
later,
and
later.
bye-bye.
Yo,
Alligator.
see you later.
We'll call
nerd.
it, instead of the hunt for Red October, it'll be the hunt for Taupe November or something, and we'll look for the gelatinous cube.
Okay, no, there's no. We're not getting the. What is it called? I'm dying, Squirtle.
Getting the what?
We're getting the Dust of Disappearance.
Yep. I picked that
Okay,
up.
okay, let me just. Stone of Good Luck, Dust of Disappearance, Robe of Eyes,
All the
all
healing potions.
Wait,
And that's it.
including
Yep.
greater healing or just the normal?
I got the
healing?
greater healing one
What
too.
are the
Yeah,
greater healing?
Okay.
I got it all. I was needing some healing potions, so I just got it all.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, like we're gonna, if we do a heist, we're gonna do it hard mode. Like that's just how we live our lives. So
Oh, you want it
Yeah,
hard
I love
mode?
that
Roxanne can make it
hard
real
mode.
hard.
no.
We're gonna do a
No.
heist,
Fun.
but instead of a heist, there's no stealth. This this guns.
We come in guns
active.
blazing.
Look, hear me
Roxanne's
out.
gonna
We
give
get
us-
to decide the
Roxanne's
background
gonna
theme.
make Tommies for everyone.
We're gonna do the Benny Hill theme.
You know what? If please don't make me lock your character up on the ship while we do the heist.
She would somehow get out.
Roxanne, you have like things that could help with a heist.
I
Like
don't
first of all,
know
you
what-
have prepared spells, so you could go through all your spells and select ones that help with a heist instead of just explosions. You like are
But would
an
Roxanne
inventor. You
do
could
that?
make like grappling hooks or other stuff. Like,
Grappling
you can
hook.
make
or Tommies.
heist related stuff
we
rather
can go
than
in
bomb
gun
Or a
blazing.
bomb.
One.
You could make a
You just go
bomb.
in guns
could make a
blazing.
bomb. Could make a bomb.
I can make a giant rock and
You
drop
can-
it on them.
For money, you can make spell scrolls.
See, here's the problem. I feel like Naska knows this, but also
Just wants to
subtlety is
use
not
the
a word
bomb.
in Naska's like lexicon. Like,
Just
you
light
actually-
color spray and just cast it on everyone you see during the heist.
Well,
I
I mean,
want
if
him
you
to
sit
know
down
I'm
and like
stealing
prepare
from
more
him.
with that heist was more like thought of like in the minute. Like there was the original plan of sending Rogan, and then all of a sudden Bob just went in, and Roxanne was just
'Cause you-
confused and lost.
Well, you realize that
Roxanne was confused
Rogue
and
had
lost,
the
so she
short-
set off a bomb.
Yeah. She's like, I want a part in
Rogue-
this.
Rogan Bob were like, wait, we're sending Rogan to do the quick thing, we're sending Bob in to do the quick thing, even though he's got longer invisibility, and we're sending Rogan to do the short thing, even though he's got. It was gonna be fucked. It was gonna be fucked because if Rogue ran out of invisibility and he didn't get back in a minute, he was gonna have to do it all not invisible. Whereas Bob has an hour of invisibility, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you actually like sit down and like you do like the Ocean 7, Rainbow Six Siege like planning of height,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
like the panels cutting and like drawing on maps, Roxanne
all
would
makes
probably be
sense
more
doing-
doing it more. But that was like spur of the moment. Roxanne was just confused
Well,
the whole
spur
time.
of the moment,
tried to
bomb
give you the
time.
map. I tried to give you the map, and I tried
I'm-
to explain things, and you kept talking about anime the whole time.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say, leaving a pipe bomb is not. It's not
It's
a
our
normal response
signature.
being left out. It's not our signature.
It's our
This is
signature.
spur of the moment pipe
It's
bomb.
the first time you've done that. My iconic pipe.
You can't make a tradition without getting started.
No, that's not going to be our calling card.
No.
Hell, fuck.
I don't know if we get to
Absolutely not.
decide that, Bob.
All right, I'm going to start exploring the sewer now. I'm going to start exploring the sewer. Right?
Bob
is
Continue
running.
this conversation.
It's no longer up to conversation. It's now our calling card. I made it happen
Nope,
forcibly.
it's not happening. All right, let's
Then make
see
a
here.
better calling card.
Oh, actually, I need to.
Hey, Roxanne, come on.
Can you
Roxanne,
update
as
my?
an artificer, you have like most of the easy, like low level good stuff
I can't.
all
move
for
um,
yourself. What's your thing?
Can you update my character
Oh,
sheet
you're
real quick? So I've
yeah,
got
yeah,
the new
yeah,
items.
yeah. Good idea.
It's
'Cause
lagging.
I want to make
okay.
sure those are like attuned and properly equipped, so that I have the proper amount of vision in this area.
If you actually like sit down and I mean, you also didn't have like the opportunity for me to actually like prepare anything besides that pipe bomb, which I did in the moment.
You are a
All,
silly one.
all I'm saying is, in the moment, pipe bomb does not make it better.
Roxanne, if you will admit that the reason you use the pipe bomb is because you spent so much money on the pipe bomb, it will go a lot better.
Oh no, she knows. She wanted to make it. She was hoping for explode to use it, but
You
and she
bought-
thought it was part of the plan.
They were really hoping, those people at the shop are really hoping you weren't going to commit terrorist acts. But
It's not a terror. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. What I was gonna say.
The people at the store are now implicated.
so, exploring the area, if you want a kind of, maybe I could give you a
Hold on a
little bit
minute.
of a rundown of the things that you guys can kind of see. This
That's
way,
probably better.
this way definitely goes on a long way. This way looks like it opens up into some sort of like building structure of some kind. And this way, like, because it is kind of dim light now, so you can kind of see deeper. This way looks like it ends. It goes down a couple times and then ends. Like it goes into the deeper part of the city, but there's a couple
Like
sections
an
of tube that
incompleted
are-
map.
Well, there's a couple sections of tube that are impassable in this
Oh,
direction.
Okay.
So
Small
it's
tube.
I'm
it
gonna
was
go
impassable.
How
as far
impassable?
down this way
Alright,
because it seems
Hold,
shortest.
can you please pause the game for a second? Because Roxanne is wandering off while I'm doing mechanical things and not giving a Bob a chance to fucking respond to anything that's going on.
You know, for someone who has like all the time in the world, Roxanne's sure shoved to rush into things.
Okay, so I've now updated my vision to the 120 feet of dark vision.
Because you have the
that
row
I
of
had.
eyes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So
So
Bob
before
can now-
Roxanne,
do
Sorry,
all
go
of you get Bob's vision as he reveals it?
No, we don't.
Okay,
we
'cause-
only see our stuff.
It's really confusing because for me, no matter who I click on, it shows me everyone's vision combined, which is really
okay.
it's a lot. But
Yeah, I can see it really fucking far.
so Bob
Wait,
can
no, yeah.
genuinely see what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
it's a note that you guys might be wanting to travel stealthily, given that you don't know if there's any more band or hobs down here.
Well, if they're
Um,
invisible, I should be able to see them.
Yeah.
Oh, I should still have an hour, like maybe like 50 minutes of dark vision left, or it seems invisibility.
Okay. Yeah, Roxanne, you have a little bit of see invisibility
Time
left
to
too.
wax poetically.
All right. So then
I'll note as well. I don't know if it's important to you guys, but the water is definitely all flowing down this direction, which kind of makes sense because that's downhill.
Yeah. I'm not sure we want to go down at this point.
You guys are. It isn't that you guys are trying to go down deeper. The issue is you can kind of tell because it's midday at this point. You can kind of tell that the pipes that seem to go this way, they seem to end in a thing that you are definitely too big to get through, like a grate.
I'll send my rock through it.
That is,
I could tell.
you might be able to send your rock through it.
No, I couldn't.
It's you can go down and investigate them if you want. You get the feeling, for the sake of time and otherwise, you could just run down there and I'll just tell you.
Unpause the game.
If you want to
Unpause the game.
review it.
Unpause it.
Yeah, there's nothing of import down there, especially with two of you being able to see invisibility. You're pretty confident there's nothing of note down here. They're just long. There's a couple of these. There's just long passageways that head down into sections that are like they head off into the sea, right away from the river on the west of the city. So these end in kind of a big graded wall.
We're plant a pipe bomb here.
Please no.
Please, I beg you.
Yeah. So if you were able to get through these, like if you were able to get small enough or you could teleport through them or anything like that, then you'd be in a different part of the sewer system. Right? The sewer system probably continues that way. It's just there's a little section there so that they're not, what would you call it? There's a stop valve there.
You see Roxanne run down in the distance and then walk back in defeat as if there was nothing there.
Please don't wander off, Roxanne. When that happened last time, there was a bander hop and it almost killed Rogue.
Yo, bander
Almost.
hopping.
But we have plot armor.
Your group kind of steps through down here.
There's a giant pipe that leads up.
There is a giant pipe that leads up.
To think about that.
The pipe is made out of metal.
What type of metal?
You get the feeling it's some sort of like copper, maybe galvanized or something. The technology here is much better than pretty much any city any of you have ever been to so far.
Including
Bob's aware of it from before when he was here, but there's lots of metalworking done in this city.
Including this. Wait, what about the Isle Forge?
So, Bob, you kind of come to it. Looks like a storage room.
Okay.
Rogue, there's a door.
You're welcome to investigate.
Do you need me to just jiggle it open?
Yeah, you're so strong.
Yeah. Well, you might want to examine the door first. I'm gonna try this new advantage on sight. Is it an investigation or is it perception to notice traps on a door?
Depending on how close you want to get, I'd give you either.
Okay, let me try the perception then real quick. That's going to be a nat 20, 23 total.
You're pretty certain there's no traps. With a natural 20, the thing that you become aware of is it looks like these locks are different than the main gate locks in the different parts of the sewer. You get the feeling the key that you have to the main gates would not work on this door.
I wasn't planning on using it.
Still relay that information, even though I know Rogue is probably not going to use it.
I'll cast Arcane Lock on it just to make it harder. Why do I have double of everything?
Do you have all the items twice?
I think so. I
Kinda
opened
silly.
up. I opened up. I have two. I duplicated my inventory.
How dare you? Anyway,
do not cast Arcane Lock, Roxanne. Just let Rogue do his thing.
All right. How do I?
not. Roxanne, do not.
It would only be my last second level spell slot.
Okay, thieves tools check.
Thieves tools check. Use thieves tools. Normal.
I will.
That's gonna be 29.
Yeah, you unlock it.
Yeah, you unlock it.
It's not a hard lock. These are older. Bob, with that kind of a check as well. This area was built earlier. than the area you were just walking through.
Rogue just walks up,
Okay.
grabs the lock, and pulls down really hard, and it's open.
Yeah, these aren't like super hard locks right here. You get the feeling this storage room isn't the most important thing ever. It might just be like surplus supplies.
Aye,
It's
everything
entirely
possible.
falls to the brute force
I'd like to
attack.
There's
look
just
a-
some there's
guess-
some big tubes which are just those big copper like metallic pipes, but
What's in the
currently
How
crate?
much
turned
XP do
these
I
are-
get for defeating
you
that
kinda start
enemy
going through the
lock
crates.
DM?
There's hammers, there's some nails, there's chisels, wood and stoneworking tools in a couple of them.
Aye. Where would we
You
like to
come
go
to two
next?
more unlockable things, which from this side of these doors, you can see it. You get the feeling it'd be easier to unlock from this side, and also you feel like you wouldn't even need to make a check. Rogue, given how well you opened the last one, you feel like you are so confident in how to.
I
open
take the
these
lock
locks.
from the last one and I hit it on this one.
Okay. It's,
Alright.
it's unlocked.
Let me
Rogue,
just.
Rogue approaches the door and it unlocks out of fear.
I haven't seen that happen before. I'm gonna be honest. I did not think I did not think these locks would be this bad.
You
This
come
is an
into
older part of the sewer.
this is an older part of the sewer. This is also clean water, I believe. Let me check and make sure. Yes.
Clean
right
enough
here,
to
this
sippy,
This is river water running through these pipes.
so not clean
Oh.
enough to sippy.
This might be part of like the well system of the city.
You kind of look into this system.
One day
You
I'll move my
hear a
character.
suctioning noise coming from these pipes, and you
I
can see
throw
the
Roxanne
water.
into it.
You can see the water
you go.
flowing in. at
There's a
these
grate on
sections.
it.
Bob, you would have
I
enough
can
memory
open it.
of the kind of layout of this city that there are a series of fountains and otherwise like larger fountains and wells that run under quite a bit of the city. Some of them are dug all the way down till they hit water, but there is also a secondary, well system running under the city, which provides water to quite a bit of it.
Yo, bless up.
Okay.
And you get the feeling this is probably like some sort of mechanism to run the fountain.
What
That's fair.
what
Okay.
are these just like empty boxes over here?
How much?
yes,
how
you
much are
come
the
across-
crates? Wait,
How much are
wait,
the
guys.
crates?
Let me go,
They're gold
wait,
color
wait, guys.
They're
Guys,
gold
let
piece
me go
each.
back and I'll go to the merchant and I'll just send me
You
the
go through,
crate.
You find more supplies for the like maintenance of and repair
How much do you
of
think these
different
hammers sell
sections
for?
in this building.
Probably not a lot.
Fair enough.
Alright.
I
Bob
have
is
a
actually going to
hammer.
start trying to move stealthily from here.
Okay. You do come through. You see another one of these that goes down probably deeper into the city. There's a couple
Oh, are we stealthing now?
more disheveled, built over sections that kind of allow for foot travel back and forth. Built over the top of some of these areas.
Since we're kind of moving as a group, should we all stealth check?
Yeah, you can stealth checks.
Yeah.
If you stealth,
Give it a
then let's
shot.
do it.
18.
Oh my gosh.
19.
This once it will pop. The menu will pop up eventually.
One day, Roxanne will perform the check.
12.
Okay, you guys don't feel super unstealthy. There's a little bit of noise from, walking, moving.
Wing beats.
Kind of
Roxanne
Wing
just doing
beats.
her stuff, probably whistling.
So you kind of turn around this corner to see looks like a section that leads down deeper into the sewers. There's just some boxes. You can see some stairs down, and then this side is a slide, starting here,
Oh,
ending down here. If you went on this, it's sloped and it goes down 20 feet.
And it is also very watery and slip and slide.
It's not particularly
Is-
wet. So down here is 20 feet lower than up here.
okay. Bob will walk down the slope with his boots of spider climbing.
Okay. It's not a super steep incline. I will say, Bob, as you begin to go down here, you kind of see some supplies. There is a tiny bit of.
I can't move my
It looks
character
like
right now, but I totally
there's
would have
plenty.
seen Bob going down the slide and then just jump down the slide and behind him, probably hitting him.
You sliding down the slide, Roxanne? Where are
Yes,
you?
I'm so I
Tracy?
reloaded my page because it was like lagging whenever I try to move because I think we're like all moving.
It's a lot. Are you better now?
I'm
I'm
just going to
barely loading the
carefully
page.
make.
Oh,
There
Well,
we go.
after Roxanne goes, I carefully make my way down.
I know
Making my
it's
way
still taking
downtown.
like a second.
Maybe I could check out the stairs actually.
So what do I see a little bit
Those
of while I'm down here?
There's a door here, a big stone door, and coming out from the side of it, where it is not like perfectly flush with the wall, there is a little bit like a creeping bit of light.
Murder.
Interesting.
So there's a light on the other side of this door. And Rogue, you're able to do that too. And as you get down here, Rogue, you hear voices. There is somebody talking. It's pretty hard to hear from that far away as you're approaching, but there's
I
some
look at
noise
Roxanne and
on the other
Bob and
side
I
of this
just
door.
hold a finger up to my mouth and I do and Sneaky Snitch starts playing as I sneak up to this door to listen
Yes,
in.
let me check on where the walls are as well. So I want to note since you're shredding, the map is not completed everywhere. As you get even further down into the sewers, so I just want to note for all of you some of the places where you can't see. The map is kind of completed, but they lead to places that aren't completed, and there's no doors between some of them, so I've kind of closed them off. There
That's
are
fair. I
was
assumed
a
that was
lot
the
of
case
work.
down here because
Yes,
otherwise
down
I'd be able
here-
to see past it.
yes, down here the sewer continues. It branches off in this direction.
Why didn't
and
we get
just
a map
goes
of the
on.
sewer?
Well,
And
somebody gave
then
all our leverage away, so
it's of note as well, there is a long hallway that Bob can see pretty much all the way down in this direction.
Yep.
Bob, you can see there is a like recessed wall here with a lever here on that
Okay. That could be
hallway.
interesting.
And then yeah, the hallway continues down that way, and you can kind of see in the like dim light of the rest of the room. There is what looks like another one of those locked doors at the end of the hallway leading into either another storage room or another part of the sewer.
Why do they have so
would
many
you like me
storage
to make
rooms?
like a perception check to hear what's going on inside here? Or
Yeah.
all right. Secret tunnel.
Secret
23.
tunnel. Okay. You approach up and place your ear to this door. You hear. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. I think from being around Bob, you recognize the sound of someone saying something in Goblin.
Because Goblin.
It
'cause
sounds
Bob
like there
does
is at
a lot.
least two voices bickering with each other about something.
I point
And
over
then
at,
there is
oh,
there's a third gruffer voice that pipes in after a couple seconds, like it's trying to hush them.
I point at Bob and I tap my head to insinuate something, I'm sure.
Bob connects up to the Bob's telepathic cell phone network. How can I help you?
I have been working on my pirate voice in the head, and I think I got it pretty good down. I believe they are speaking what seems to be goblin in there, and it seems to be two kind of lighter voices and one gruff voice.
Go ahead and scoot over. Let me see if I can pick anything up.
All right.
And Rogue will step backwards and
Oh,
kind
you have
of.
the scroll of Misty Step, by the way, Rogue.
I can always just unlock the door. We're fine.
And so I will go
Rogue, I
ahead.
will say from being that close, they are not within 10 feet. You couldn't sense them.
Yeah.
It just
I
seems to be a
assumed
hallway
because I couldn't see
continuing.
them in there. Usually I can
Yeah.
see them in there, even in the darkness with my.
Hello,
Bob, do you want to
darkness,
do
my
a perception check as well? This one is
Yep.
hearing. So
Yeah, I know.
it's
So I won't have
not-
advantage on this one. If it's
Is the
sight
door
or
locked?
smell based, I have advantage, but otherwise it's normal.
You could try
Is
and
the door-
smell their words.
Is the door locked?
The door is
13.
definitely locked, yeah. Okay. You kind of listen against the door. You hear in Goblin, you hear, come on, get the door open. You're taking forever. And then, oh, I'm doing it. And then you hear like probably about 5 seconds go by, and then you just hear like a bonk and like a, are you sure you even know how to do this at all? You're the worst rogue I've ever goddamn met.
Sounds
Bob
like
is
they
going to
need
be
a new
relaying this
rogue.
conversation to the both of them through Aberrant Mind.
Okay, you kind of connect
Does
to
that
them
mean I can talk to Rogue in his mind?
no,
well?
just to
No.
Bob.
Okay.
just
You
to
could
me.
ask Bob to relay something to Rogue.
Could you you tell Rogue
Hey,
that I'm
hey,
not speaking
Bob.
to him anymore?
Hey, Bob, can you tell Rogue he smells nice today?
I'm not going to do that, Roxanne.
Okay.
All right, so basically Bob's just gonna be like, look, do we want to ambush these guys? Like, do we want to wait for him to get through the door and then take him down, or like, how do you guys want to handle this?
I could plant a bomb, a tripwire bomb.
They're
We're
not
doing
on the
it
other
to door
side
and
of
then
it.
Roxanne.
They're
themselves?
talking about a different door. They're not on the other side of this door. I can tell.
Oh, then do we want to surprise them and ambush them?
With bombs?
If we would like, you could wait either side of this door to not be seen, and I could slip in through the door. I'm pretty stealthy.
All right, well, I'll let you see if this door is locked or not, and we'll go from there.
All right. Can I do a stealthily unlocking of this door?
Yeah, you want to do a sleight of hand check and a thieves tools check. So sleight of hand or stealth, to see how stealthy you feel.
Can I help
Well, we'll do that.
them?
We'll do that if the door unlocks.
Okay. So
first
start
things
with a
first,
thieves tools.
check to see how well you feel about unlocking this door.
It's gonna be a 12.
Okay, so
First
you
time-
start working
was a
on this
2.
door. You get your thieves tools in there, get your different prongs in there, and are clicking around on this door. This
something to
lock
automatically unlock
seems
it.
a little bit more
Am I able
difficult.
to use Flash of Genius now or no?
Does it stop you? Does it work on an ability check?
It says reaction. It says when you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you make an ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction to add +3 to the roll.
You can do that.
Okay. Would
Okay.
+3 help?
So you add +3. It still doesn't seem like enough as Rogue kind of goes in.
Could
a
I
little bit
try
more.
to stealthily unlatch myself from this door so that I do not?
Yeah, you can get out of it and
provoke
you can
attack
get
of
out of it and try
opportunities.
again if you want.
That would be the
if
idea.
the door decides to attack you,
Yeah.
can I disengage?
I would like to bonus action disengage just in case.
All right, this time I'm going to fire off a dose of bardic inspiration to Rogue, so he gets an extra
Yo.
d6.
You know what? I'll give you another
I
Flash of
would-
Genius.
So
Oh wait, bardic inspiration.
bardic
might
inspiration
be
definitely
loud.
makes noise.
Oh,
You could
shit.
make a
All right.
stealth
Right.
check. Well, I'd say if you say something inspiring enough inside Rogue's head, I'll let you have it.
Hello and welcome back to Lockpicking Lawyer.
My Flash of Genius is just me pointing at the log saying you like gesturing like
How
what to
often do
better.
you get the flash of genius?
It's once per long. It's 3 charges and it recharges every long rest.
Okay, are you flash of geniusing
Yes,
Rogue
I'm
again?
Flash
So-
Genius. So we're giving him
Alright,
as
Rogue.
many bonuses as he
Watch it.
can.
I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath and calm your nerves.
You want me to close
you
my
to
eyes
envision-
to break open a lock? I haven't
No,
tried
no,
that
we're
before,
doing-
so I guess I could try.
We're doing this before the picking, okay? This is before the picking.
Okay.
Now you're going to close your eyes. You're going to take a deep breath. You're going to envision the future that you want to achieve. You're going to envision that lock unlocking on its own. You're going to see the tumblers
The
turning.
last
You're
one
gonna see the
literally did, so like
mechanism disengaging.
that's entirely
And
possible.
And you're
Does
going
he
to
get
open your
advantage
eyes
because he has blind sight
and
so
you're
he
going
can
to
see the pin?
manifest that future. You're going to do this, Rogue.
All right, and he did not say open your eyes, so I am going to do this
I did
with
say,
blinds.
I did
Okay.
say, excuse me,
I
I
did-
did say
I did
open your
literally
eyes,
say
but both,
open your
but both you and Roxanne were talking over me, and you didn't hear it.
Sorry, I disregard him saying open your eyes, and I do this with my eyes closed because I have blind sight.
Blind sight.
Does
you
he have
gamer.
advantage because he can sense
dumb
the
bitch.
pin?
No.
All right, thieves'
No,
tools,
being
normal roll plus a d6 for bardic
Do I have
inspiration,
advantage because I
plus
do I have advantage on
the
the doors because I
3
can see
for
them?
the flash of genius. Isn't your bardic
Yes.
inspiration a d6?
Oh yeah, Bob. How big is your
Bardic Inspiration is a D6, yes.
Yeah. All right, that's going to be a 25.
Okay, you go
Hello
in
and
there
welcome
now.
back to
feeling a little
Lockpicking
bit
Boy.
more.
I point at the lock and
Save.
said, like, picking the nose.
You notice that the tumblers seem to go in both directions. You kind of got to get in there with 2 doohickeys at once and be pushing up and down on stuff
DP
at the
it.
same
I've got
time.
so many doohickeys.
But you get in there. Yeah, you get in there with your doohickeys and you begin to
Why didn't you just
prod
use a
at
rake?
at some of the springs, and eventually
true.
you there is a very quiet.
And
as
can I
door
stealthily
is
open this door?
unlocked? Yeah, make me a stealth or sleight of hand check.
All right, I like that. That's going to be a 25.
Okay. You get this door open enough that Rogue can see through it. Wait, what side is the lock on? Actually, we should probably put Rogue on that side. Hold on. Yeah, Rogue would be where Roxanne is, and Roxanne would be where Rogue is.
Did a
Okay,
little
then
dance.
I'd be right behind Rogue, so I'm down here.
All right.
Yes.
And Rogue just... The door opens
Rogue
just a
peeks
little.
in, so you can all see this, but Rogue's the only one that actually sees this for the first half second. You want to make me a perception check as well, Rogue, for how
That
well
I
you see
can
this.
do... Danderly do. 23. It's the same
Okay,
as my last perception check.
Mr. High
Jesus
Roller. You peek, you slide this open very stealthily along the hinge.
You give me
looking
bonuses, I perform. That's
down
how
the
it
hallway.
works.
As you open the door, you see the light is coming from a goblin who is currently sleeping on the ground with a torch kind of laying haphazardly next to them, giving off light.
We can
And
run
then
up
there
and
are
get
2
it
goblins
automatic.
bickering while one of them tries to unlock a door here. And you can see down a long hallway with a bunch of different turns.
It would be really funny as a first intro if I throw a flashbang down there.
Please don't.
So the door is not fully open right now. It's just creaked a
I
little
know.
bit so Rogue can see.
If we're fighting them, I don't know if we're actually. Bob probably just wants to.
I would
talk.
say with a perception of 23, you hear a little bit of snoring coming from this direction. You can
So
see there
there's
is
more
another little.
goblins.
There's a little light coming from here, and there is the glint of somebody's eyes in the darkness over here, looking down the corridor.
At least 6 bogies inside.
Well, we can try diplomacy or we can try extreme violence.
You do speak
I'm okay with
goblin.
either.
Would you like me to stay back and come in if things get bad? That way I know I can be an intimidating figure. So if I stay back and you say like a word, like
I mean, you're mostly intimidating only after you have your hand in the chest of your enemy, but
it's not my
I think it's
fault.
kinda
I
odd.
don't mean to kill them.
I think
They
it's kind
just
of
die.
cute when you do that, Rogue.
It's like a Lenny situation.
Pretty cool.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
all right, we'll put a pin in that and explore it later.
A pin in that.
Rogue is
His whole
smart
hand just
enough
goes
to
through
acknowledge his own strength as terrifying.
I mean, Roxanne's
Oh no,
intelligent.
I'm not saying that out loud, Orcish. Oh no,
I want
Oh,
to
do you-
Bob.
I'm not gonna let you
What do
clip
we-
that.
Oh no, Lord.
Anyway. Okay, well, we're getting close to the top of the hour. Do we want to try this thing, and then if combat starts, call it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
you can go in. Roxanne's
We can
just gonna
pick up
sit
next time.
outside
Yeah.
and wait for the
All right.
What
Good
what
job,
is the
you.
what is the signal?
Is the plan for Bob to announce himself, basically?
Oh God,
Yeah.
Orcish paid the points. Hold on.
Oh, no.
You
He's
paid the
forcing my
piper.
hand. All
You
right.
paid the
He's
piper.
into the fit. He's forcing your fist into their chest.
You're only intimidating after you fist them.
There you go. Enjoy.
What a claw,
little
man.
sleeping tonight.
What an absolute Dr. Claw.
Say I can say no, but
It's
I don't know,
funny.
spending the points. I feel bad saying no.
All right.
No problem.
What would
Orcish.
be the signal?
My accent has completely not
Bob,
it's
you.
non-existent.
Bob
I'm
can
so
just-
sorry.
Bob can just
stay
whisper
within-
into our
stay
head.
within 30 feet of me, and I will just mentally message you if something goes wrong.
Got it.
Stay within 30 feet of this door after he closes it,
Alright.
so we can maximize it.
All right, and then Bob will open the door.
Are you doing it stealthily or just opening it straight up?
He's just opening it straight up, and he's saying
Okay,
in Goblin,
don't-
"Hey, what's up, guys?"
It was
Make sure to close the
Uh,
door behind you.
Could I have? Well, let's have Roxanne and Rogue make stealth checks. They're not like in direct vision of these things, but
Oh no.
Oh no!
I,
25.
okay.
so I whisper to Bob as he opens the door, don't forget to close it behind you.
With that higher, could I
Uh,
jump over and stop Rock and like hide Roxanne as well? I don't know.
So it's okay, Bob. You
Yeah,
open
it's
the door,
fine.
first things first, and you see the the non-sleep. There's a sleeping goblin, and then these two.
We've got a
non-sleeping
bunch
ones.
more lizards coming. I know
What
that
do you say,
much.
by the way? You say just
Hey guys, how's it going?
in goblin, right? Yeah.
What's up?
Yep, in Goblin.
Back in goblin, two of them. These two kind of immediately turn over there. Look and see a lizard folk.
I forgot I was no longer a goblin.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be some new people
How
to
did
the
that
lizard
slip your
religion.
mind?
I'm gonna say first things first. This one takes off running in this direction. This one tries to shake their friend awake. Goes,
No, wait, hold on. I'm friendly. I swear. Can I make a persuasion check?
yeah, you can persuade. Yeah.
I'm a goblin. I was turned into this way by
This
a
one
book.
kind of groggily starts to open its eyes.
That's gonna be a 21.
Okay.
Ugh.
You can see it goes, wake up. There. Oh.
We thought you were fucked up.
Like this one wakes up, kind of clutches the my brain turned off. Clutches the burning torch on the ground. This one kind of goes, you're not killing it. Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing here? You're not a goblin.
Well, I used to be one. That's a whole different thing. I'll tell you the story later. But yeah, my name's Bob. I'm just down here with a couple of friends in the sewers. Don't want to fight. We just kind of stumbled upon your operation.
in the sewers? You're not supposed to be down here.
Well, neither are you.
Touche.
You hear from down the hall. Also in Goblin. What's going on?
It's him.
It's not him.
Oh,
It's
not him.
This goblin and a dude who is currently
a
holding them by the
hobgoblin,
gruff
okay.
of their neck.
Just wanted to
A
go
hobgoblin
see
you'd
you.
recognize, holding this one by the gruff of his neck, comes
I
walking
have a
back.
no,
up.
not you. I have a lot of stealth.
Do you have the door open? Oh. Who are you?
Hello, name's Bob. Look,
I
we're
came
just
to
trying to
talk
get
to
to
you
a
about
temple
lizard.
down here. Temple of the First Gate. Came upon your little operation here. I'm not here to fight or start anything. Just wanted
Are
to know if
you-
this was the way there.
He kind of looks at the other ones. Were there more bands down here that had yet to retreat? He kind of looks back at all of you. He
I'm
looks back
pro-
at you confused. He's like,
I'm not
"Are
a
you
cultist. I came from the surface.
You with the
I'm actually a
from the
tourist
s-
here.
What are you?
Tourist, not terrorist.
Why
I'm
do you
trying.
speak up? Get in here right now. Close the
Hold
door.
hold on. Okay, I've got a couple of friends with me.
Well,
They're
get-
gonna come out. Don't get alarmed. And we'll come in and talk, all right? Sound good?
You're lucky there's no arrows in your throat. Get in here now.
Alright.
He said he
Uh,
like starts speaking common because as
Okay.
he sees the other two.
Bob's
Go.
Bob's gonna
get
mention to the other two
in
that
here.
they can come in. Like,
Just like
Roxanne told him
completely
a rock
silently.
magically infused as a flash. As her
Some would
flashbang,
say
ready to go. Ready.
Some would say scarily stealthily, Rogue Blades just sort of appears where there wasn't a person before.
all right. And
One
look,
would say
here's the thing.
very unstealthily.
Close the door
Say what?
behind you.
All right. Look, here's the
Oh.
thing. If we wanted hostilities, we would have started as soon as we got that door open.
Noted. But
Like, it's
listen,
anyway. So what?
we're not supposed to be
Alright.
down here. You're not supposed to be down here. What?
That is agreed. Yes.
Who sent you? Why are you down here?
We're actually down here because we're trying to find the entrance to the the temple of the first gate that's down here. Ultimately, there's
Looking for the
someone-
divine gate.
the
Also,
divine gate, yes.
I want to
Why?
talk in.
He looks very
his-
concerned
I want to
by
talk in.
your.
Do we still have the mental connection?
Is their call still
Uh,
going?
I can form it if you like tap my shoulder or something.
Oh, so no, I wouldn't do anything like that. I was just gonna say something.
It
if
blows
we had
on your
stopped it.
neck.
Continue on. Sorry.
This.
Um,
Yeah. What are you saying, Bob?
So, look, there's just someone there that we want to meet and talk to. Again, no hostilities. We're not here as aggressors. We're just here because it's the most convenient way to get from point A to point B.
He kind of like looks down at his shoes, looks across all of you.
How are his shoes? Are they worn out? Do they
Yes,
look like they can be repaired?
You're looking for the boss, right?
Bo Davies?
Old BD.
Old BD. Ah, yes, old BD.
Bo-
Listen,
my high school. My
I
high
don't
school
know
so,
romance.
why. I don't know why he would be giving out word to non-goblins.
He used to be a
Here's the
Why
goblin.
thing.
you're down here looking for
I'm-
us?
I'm going to explain something to you, and it's going to sound crazy, but just bear with me.
Bear with me.
I used to
Bear
be a
is
goblin,
with you.
but then I found this book. He'll say, like, kind of flashing the curse book from his backpack before putting it back in. And it transformed me into a lizard folk, which I've decided to keep up with for right now because of my buddy Bear here. He'll motion to the pseudo dragon on his shoulder. And yeah, so I was a goblin, and I actually spoke with Kyle first. He's the one who told me about Bo Davies being here.
I don't know. Well, I know a few Kyles, but I don't
The
How
magical
many
items
goblins
Kyle.
are there named Kyle?
like.
At
Merchant
least
Kyle.
one.
Where was he?
Where did we meet him? In he told us
Isle
about that in
Forge.
Iron Forge,
You
right?
met, yeah, in Isle Forge. He told you.
But we can
Uh,
tell them about, how he told us in the fire kite
old-
or wherever we
The
were.
old BD, as they say. He was in Isle Forge.
Yeah,
few weeks
Kyle
back.
told us about Isle Forge and the fact that he was headed here, and ultimately his ultimate goal, which was to take over the Ugly Islands. So we know about that, but
Why would
we're
he
not
tell
here
you
to
all
cause-
of that?
Because I'm
That's
a very
kind of. I
trustworthy.
mean, that's a bit
a-
of an over. That's a bit of. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing. I mean, guys, you can't like take it over.
That's a lot of harsh words.
Here's
We're.
here's the thing. What's your name?
It's like.
What's your name, buddy?
50%. It's. I'm.
I'm Goblin Greg.
Oh, he's Endoc.
He's Endok. Okay.
I was
Alright,
hoping Hobgoblin Henry.
Here's the thing. I'm a
Hobo
pretty
goblin.
I'm a pretty trustworthy guy for the most part. I'm only telling you this because you clearly work for the guy. Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like, we
thi-
just want to
this
talk with
is-
him and ask him a couple of questions, and then we'll be on our way. Like, we're not here to cause any trouble, to disrupt your operations, to disrupt your plans. We're not here to cause any of that. Like, we're not
No, listen,
necessarily on
we've
the right
had-
side of the law most of the days.
Normally,
that we
people
guide
don't show up this close. Okay, normally people don't just randomly show up, right before stuff happens. But people have been showing. Well, randomly, they do randomly show up, because he keeps telling people. I don't know why Bo Davies like he's trying to be stealthy about it, but also he keeps telling people. He's really charismatic though. So like, listen,
Yeah.
we got a lot riding on this. You gotta not. You're going down. You want to meet him.
How about this? You arrange a meeting, and my buddy Rogue here can make short work on that
I'm
door
not
for you.
that. Listen, I'm not that high up in the. Oh no. He kind of looks at him. Listen, we're here. We're trying to steal stuff. We stayed back a little bit. There's a way down through the caves if you go under the temple of Arathis. It's down. He like points this way.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
like the temple of Arathis. You can get into the crypt beneath it. There's some caves, some caverns. They lead down into the Divine Gate temple. I'll tell you that because it's kind of the only way we've found that's back and forth. But it's very narrow. There's lots of ways, and it's much easier to go in small groups. So we've been, how'd you get here? Like what? We took out some competition recently.
I think we actually saw your handiwork. We actually came down through the well, basically we went to the
Okay, you saw
graveyard, through
that.
the crypts, down through the tunnels, saw the cult hideout
Jeez.
where people have been murdered viciously, which good work by the way. And then we've just been kind of continuing down since then. We ended up fighting a bunch of undead rats. That wasn't very fun.
You guys, is that what
cleared
that did?
room. Yeah, that's what
We
that did.
steered clear of that room. We
did not.
We threw their
We did
boss
not,
in there.
but we took all of those out, so we're good to go.
Yeah,
that
we
room's
threw
pretty
their boss in one of the things, and there was a big crystal, so it was clearly traps in there. We locked their boss in there, and
Bob
we saw
will
the traps. And
mentally connect with
knocked
with
out of there.
Naska and say, "All right, that guy was definitely the boss of the cultists. We probably shouldn't have given him those letters."
I respond back, look at this cute drawing I'm making of Rogue stabbing out someone's chest.
Okay, Bob will then connect with Rogue and say, "Yeah, that guy was definitely the boss of the cultists. We probably shouldn't have given him those letters."
Murder
And,
is okay, right?
Generally speaking,
I may have
right
something
now,
to do tonight. I am very stealthy.
You know,
Maybe
Rogue,
very still.
on the one hand, I really appreciate the initiative you're showing. On the other hand, we might want to talk about this a little bit later and see if that's a viable option for your
Just
personality.
one slice.
I tap
all
Rogue
it
and
takes.
on his.
That's all it
I
ever
tap
takes.
Rogue on
Wow.
his shoulder and show him the
Anyway.
drawing on the wall.
So Bob will look interested at that piece of information.
Bro,
but
there's a
not give away that
huge
they
just
had,
sigh from
that they had
Rogue.
money.
Oh dear
And
Lord.
there's a giant smile on Roxanne's face.
Well, that's
But yeah, so I appreciate the directions. Would you like Rogue to help out with the store real quick? Like, we'll let you guys take care of the heist
listen,
since we're here.
you guys are trying to get down there. There's a couple rooms that we've been stealthing back and forth through, one small group at a time to get up in here and then back. We're the last group here. We stayed back a little bit longer. We're trying to get some supplies. Listen, if we could come back with a little bit more stuff, maybe something cool, we could get,
Like a
you know,
tank.
like it'd be real cool to like actually get to like talk to the guy, you know. He's like famous and stuff. We like really yeah, like there's a lot of us, and you get like drowned out in all the people and stuff, and he's got like this little entourage, and so like we're trying to get in, you know. So we're trying to get some
Well,
loot. But
I'll
also,
tell you what.
if you're here, listen, we're making way too much noise. There are guards all over the place down here. Sometimes they're having like a celebration
bunch of
today
them
though,
got
so like
it.
that's why they've been preparing. There's been a lot less guards down here. How did you guys see a big frog? We lost him.
Oh, we killed him.
Oh goddamn. Okay.
I was about to say,
he tried
I was gonna.
Yeah,
like,
I-
I'm, no, I'm
I don't know
halfway
how
through
you would
drawing.
not kill.
I'm
He's startling. You probably
No, I was halfway through
I don't wanna
drawing.
talk about
I
it.
was about to type up Bob Jart's drawing Bob making the frog laugh.
So the frog guy, he charted out a bunch of this place to get us back and forth, because he's really stealthy. I don't know. I don't know all the stuff going on, but I know that
Fuck.
he comes back. I don't know how to describe it. He comes back. He's been like, he's scary. He's scary. We don't fuck
That's
with
true.
we don't fuck
Yeah.
with Bo Davies' crew.
Oh,
We
no.
just
oh no.
we just
I have an
I
idea.
start looking at Rogue awkwardly.
Say, I've got an idea. So you guys
I
want
have
some
no
loot,
regrets.
some like specialized loot to bring back to get the attention of Bo Davies, right?
yeah.
How's he feel about bagpipes?
I've got this cool thing called an
Oh.
inkwell and a napkin.
He might like some bagpipes.
How
I got
about some
this cool thing
bagpipes
called a
of
nuke.
illusion? And Bob will
Like
pull out
magic bagpipes.
because Bob's got a mundane set of bagpipes as well as the instrument of illusions.
Yeah.
So he will offer up the instrument of illusions, the magical bagpipes.
His eyes like glowing as he looks down at this. Yeah, this okay, hear me out. Plan here. There's not enough. It is so okay. If you go in groups of more than like 5, it's really hard to get through some of the corridors without like being fully visible as a group because you can't like have everyone behind corners at the same time and stuff, right? Like, so we've been slowly sneaking groups in and out of these areas so that we can like.
If only
take
we
out
can make
anything
our
else down here.
group of 10
Um,
feet area invisible.
But we could go if you're giving us that. I'll bring this to Bo Davies. We'll see how he feels. That's thanks. I could bring this to Bo Davies. We could go. And you guys can meet up with us. Like, give it at least a half hour, right? Like, the last group went a couple hours ago. We've been trying to get this door open. There's another one on the other side. It's this door. We think it's an armory.
Let's see. I'm wondering how important it is out of character that we impress these guys. I like your idea, Naska, of using the dust disappearance to get us out of here.
But that is
But
500
also
gold
then
pieces.
It is 500 gold pieces, and we wouldn't have it for the
Yeah.
heist later, if there was a heist. But
Our
then
sis
again,
starts
that's
pulling out a snack
pretty
and
far
eating.
in the future game-wise. So we
You might
might
be able to find stuff.
something else. Yeah, we might be able to
I
find
will
something
say,
else in the future.
And Doc also would say, like, he would point out. So there's you can go as you're going. This is like a compound. This was built out here to I don't know why. It's here. There's a big like, it's like an underground city. There's like a bunch of rooms in here. There's like a bunch of places we couldn't get to. There's a bunch of locked rooms. This room is like the hardest to open, so we were trying to open it. But like this area, there's like no one down here. It must have been just like a place for people to live while they were building something. Maybe the sewers. It's old. But we so we broke in this way. The doors are locked right now, but we have one key here with this group. We circulated around to get everyone out, but the key only opens these front doors. As you leave, if you go, he just points at, as you go this way, there's a machine. It's a whole room, and there's lightning coming off of it.
I took it out.
It's far away, and we're gonna like one of the doors. If you go all the way across the room, one of the doors isn't locked because it's broken, but the other 2 doors are really hard to open. We couldn't get them open. So there's one door it's broken open. So we've been sneaking back and forth through that. But you gotta sneak through that. There's like these big lightning things. I don't know how to, they are. You wait till they go. They're on like a schedule. You wait till they go back, and you just gotta book it. Okay.
Is it thunder?
If you
Does it ring thunder
yeah.
resistance?
and then there's a you can get in from there if you get across the whole room. In the back of the room, there's a door that goes into the crypts under the Temple of Arathis. You got to use that room. You go in those temple. It's trapped. We didn't fix the traps. We've just been avoiding them because we don't want people to know we're down here.
That's fair.
There's the traps down there. They're not too hard to see. We don't know what they do. Lots of rooms down there. Just go through the storage rooms. Go through the backs of the crypts. Some of them lead into the caves. It's built into the caves. You're getting to the caves. Just follow them down. Multiple ways lead you down there. Don't jump down any really deep holes. We don't know where those go.
Don't
jump
planning
down.
on it, but thanks for the tip.
But just go, like, follow the caves down. You'll eventually
You seem
get...
really on edge. You should calm down.
Listen. You like, he looks around the room for a second. You can just hear the foot patterns of people walking above you. Like in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, we're not supposed to be down here at all.
Do you need help with that door?
Maybe. If we got these bagpipes, you could, if you want to do the door, we could go. We just wanted something to bring back.
So we go to the Temple of Arathis, and that is where Bo Davies is?
No, the Temple of Arathis will get you into the caves, go down the caves, and you'll get to the Temple of the Divine Gate. We are
First,
hiding
like,
out
we
there.
left.
Thank you.
There's, again, lots of traps in the temples and the crypts and stuff. Just be aware.
Trust me when I say we should be fine. I'm sure we survived worse. We did a field trip to the Whispering Isles recently, and that place was not a picnic to walk through.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Okay. People don't come back from there. All right. That's like
You're not people.
pirate shit. We're pirates and that shit. People don't come back from there. Fuck that.
So I have a second
Fuck
shooter
these
on my
guys,
other
I'm outta
monitor
here.
to keep me entertained. So
He
I
kind of
don't do
walks
other
over here.
stuff,
He's like,
and
"Hey."
I'm just laughing at what he's doing.
Right.
oh, go. Wake up. You guys kind of walk
Okay.
in here too. You see these three goblins kind of back off a little bit.
Well, come on, out of the way. Let me show you how it's done.
He
bug
wakes
I
up.
cast
Nice.
flash. I used my
There's a
last
big
flash of
sleeping
genius.
bugbear.
I used my last flash of genius for the day.
Hello
I'm
and
gonna
welcome
use
to
one
Lockpicking Warrior.
bardic inspiration as well, just because I want him to impress these families.
Hello and welcome to
Okay.
Lockpicking Warrior.
I'm gonna
Today
switch
we
out
have
one of
this
my
lock. There's nothing
things so
that
I can give it in
stop me.
guidance as well.
I don't know what you mean, but okay.
So
One of my
guidance.
cantrips.
What is
No,
guidance?
I don't have guidance. I don't have guidance. I don't have
Okay.
guidance.
Well-
I need to change up if I
Yeah,
wanted
be aware,
to.
you don't got cantrip right
D6
now. You
plus
just-
3. All right. That's gonna be a 31,
Okay, they kind of like start to gather up to leave.
and
I'll
I
go,
just
like,
poke
go
a stick into the lock and
Okay.
turn it, and it opens.
Dink.
Door's open.
Well, that's impressive. We'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Amateurs.
Calling us amateurs? What the fuck?
No, that was
that was
Rogue calling
Tegan.
them.
Rogue.
Okay,
that was
sorry.
my voice, not his voice.
They
Alright,
leave. They leave.
I called them amateurs because this took
get
them
the
like an
feeling that
hour. How do you
In
even
spite of
manage
your
that?
confidence, they definitely you get the feeling that they might have walked around this compound for a couple hours. Found this room to be the
Okay,
hardest to open and have been going at it for a while.
And I just walk up with a
Right.
stick and poke it in there and turn it, and it's
Yep.
open.
Oh, the door's
How you-
open. You can
How
go
you
in.
feeling,
Rogue.
Tigo?
I am tired.
Are you
I
going-
feel like
you
we
wanna
check
just
out
check
this
out this
room,
room
and
and
then
then-
we're done.
Yep, works for me.
It's a room with
Alright.
another door in it.
Let's take a
You
little
step
look
into this
inside
room.
here.
This is indeed an armory. There's a bunch of.
How are
just
you in the
teleporting up their
wall?
walls.
I don't know.
Get out of there.
It- I guys,
Get
I
out of
clipped through. I
out of
clipped through. I clipped through, guys.
Don't disable no clip. Come on.
I accidentally stepped on a chair at the wrong angle.
You
You
hit
step
tilde.
on the
You
stairs.
type in no clip again. Hit V. Hit V.
Would you like to investigate the room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Better at
Perception or
perception.
investigation for me.
I'm gonna use my rock. How did I?
Two nat
Wow.
ones.
That one. I have
Double
no.
nat one.
I clipped through the wall and just phased out of reality.
If the math in my head is correct, that's a 1 in 400 chance.
1 in 7.5 trillion.
Roxanne's in the back rooms.
How did I end up back in the Shadow Realm with Madrasa?
So, do you want to roll an investigation or a perception for this?
If you just want to scan the room, perception. If you want to go through the items and stuff, investigation. If you want to look for traps as well, that's going to be something.
All right, I'll let Tegan roll investigation, and I'll roll perception.
6.
There.
Oh no. Okay. Well, it's gonna be nat 20 on my perception.
Sometimes you just gotta guess it. Bob, you look around this room. It does not look. There does not look to be any traps. The room does seem to have been cleared out mostly at some point in the past. You get the feeling that whoever was like inhabiting this place when they left took most of the stuff. But there's definitely stuff down here.
I can
there are
unlock any door in
weapons, there's-
existence, but looking a bit too closely at things, not on the table.
There's like war hammers, regular like light hammers,
Any magical weapons?
magic axes. So there's a lot of normal weapons. There is one weapon that let me look up what
It's
it looks
called
like
the
so I
Nut Buster.
No, Rogue, and I pull out a rock. This is the Nut Buster.
The Nut Buster 9000.
So
No, that's this one.
there is a mace.
Called the Nut Buster.
Uh,
I'm so
no,
tired.
there is a mace that it is a brass handled mace with the head is sort of a like this brass sun almost, which is kind of what every mace looks like, but it's like carved to look like a sun with like blazing bursts of energy coming off of it.
What's it
It's
called?
pretty clearly either magic or otherwise like ceremonial.
Someone need to
So
make
you
an
could-
Arcana check.
You could Arcana check it or identify
I'll
it if
try.
you want.
I'll do an Arcana check on it.
Okay. I would say Arcana or
18.
religion, but I think Arcana is better for you. You look at this thing.
It's a mace.
Egan. It's the light bringer.
It's the Light Bringer.
It's the light bringer.
It's the Light Bringer, the bringer of
It
light.
is me, the
it's-
Light Bringer.
It's a it's a +1 mace that looks like it has some other properties you would get if you identified it. You get the feeling.
You want to spend a minute or 10 minutes to identify it?
If you
we'll
want.
hold on to it.
So
We can
that's
do that later.
That is
so
true.
who is holding? Probably Roxanne's holding on to it because they're gonna identify it later.
Yeah.
Put it in the bag of
just-
holding.
Go ahead. And,
Yeah, I'll add it in the bag of holding.
you have a ritual anyway. Yeah, it's the light.
I'm sure it
bringer.
won't
One word.
collapse.
All of a sudden, every time I open up the bag, it's just light bringing out of it like a just
Oh,
immense treasure in there.
You also find a set of gauntlets.
Ow. I fucked up. Undo.
This +1 mace made for